Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show number and press pound. Enter your 6-digit PIN number. You are now in the host room and can your callers to the Call-In Studio web interface. Okay, everybody, can you hear me okay? Just check 1, check 2, check 1, check 2. Yo, are we live? Are we live right now? Okay, everybody, what's up?
BTZ here, obviously getting things kind of set up. It's a little hectic, crazy because this is the one-man show. So I need your help. If my audio is too low, just give me a holler just so I can make sure that everything sounds good, loud and clear. I can see you all in the chat room, so thank you so much for coming out. They say yes, they hear you. They want me to balance the audio. If it's okay, just thumbs up. I literally just have been juggling so many things that I have to go when we do the calls, because we do the calls, it can get a little crazy too. Let me put this up because we need to do a few shout outs here before we get going. And there we go. Whoops. Hey, look at that. There we go. Okay. So this live stream is brought to you by TCL, and the reason why we're kind of like able to do this is because they're a great partner of mine. Behind me, I have the TCL Series 6, and so this is their new TV from 2020. And why is it like special and everything? Well, this is a QLED. What is going on here, guys? Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, there we go. Now, TCL here, great partner of ours. This is their 6 Series TV, mini LED. They use this new technology in it that has over 20,000 mini LED lights individually. So this is as close as you can get to an LED, kind of like OLED deep blacks on an LED TV. It's got Dolby Atmos. It's made for gaming, variable refresh rate in this TV as well. It has some really cool features like the actual stand itself. You can put it narrow or wide to stand on different cabinets. You can also really optimize this TV for your gaming as well. You have here the variable refresh rate that we talk about, but TCL's always been the best bang for your buck, and I don't even say that from like a value perspective. It is, I don't want to say it's the best bang for your buck, but it is. It's absolutely that. And so we wanted to show support and love to TCL for kind of hanging out with us and supporting the show as well. Really cool them. So there we go. So that's kind of like one of our sponsors for the show. They've been here from the start. My software is kind of getting finicky, so I'm going to have to like kind of work that out. But while we do that, let's go and talk to you about what's going on here. What are the different ways that you all can be a part of the show? Because there are plenty of ways to be a part of this show, right? So first way to do it is obviously through the chat room. We've got it. Also, if you look down in the description of the video below you, like right below my head, we have the hotline, the phone number. We have 10 lines open. They're already 7 of the lines are already full because we are here to talk about what Apple is doing at their One More Thing event. So this could be, right, rumored Apple Silicon. I mean, without a doubt, it's got to be almost guaranteed we're going to see Apple Silicon here. But which models of computers are we going to get? What are we going to get in those computers? I think there's a lot of like uncertainty and unknown at this specific event, which makes it exciting other than we know kind of the big topic. Could we see one more thing at the One More Thing? Could that be AirTags that we've been waiting for about a year and a half? Could that be Apple's rumored AirPod Studio headphones? It maybe could be those as well. So there's just like a lot of stuff that could be in play. And again, we don't know specifics. Will the MacBooks and the rumored MacBook Airs look exactly the same? See, that's kind of an interesting thing. Will they look, or will they be different? Will they bring the rumored mini LED screens? Will they bring maybe a 5G antenna, or will these just be Apple Silicon Macs? I've got to think that just the way that Apple does things, do you think they're really, do you think they're really just going to release the same exact models and just put a chip in there? I think they got to do a little more secret sauce than that. So we're going to go to the phone lines. I'm going to try and get my video situation figured out because I want to make sure that this is all working for y'all because, you know, this, let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So this is the other thing that's going to be tricky here. I haven't tested out the volume calls on the calls. And so we'll see what happens here. Yeah. Should we just give it a shot? Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Let's go here. We're going to try and take this first one and give us a moment to, I don't want to blow your ears out. So let's try this and watch me blow your ears out. All right. Welcome to the show. If you are calling from the 973 and have been waiting patiently, welcome to BTZ Live. Who is this?
This is Jonathan from New Jersey. What's up, Ryan?
Jonathan, welcome. Really quickly, chat room that is listening, if you can let us know if Jonathan sounds all right, that would be helpful. But thanks for calling in, man. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for, just rolling with me deep here on the show, man.
Always big support of yours. I'm the NYR fan forever on Twitter.
Oh,
so
man. Oh, yeah. Come on. I know.
Yeah, well, before my question, just want to say one thing. Big Sur?
Big Sur! We will see macOS. We will see macOS Big Sur here without a doubt. Without a doubt. So what did you want to talk about, Jonathan?
So my question for you is, I know a lot of people have been chatting about, like, what do you think, what would surprise you, beyond what we've heard already? If we get something like added bonus, so to speak, like something no one saw coming, like that 14-inch or even a slight redesign?
Yeah, you know what? I really think because of coronavirus and everything that happened this year, I think it's going to be really tricky for us to expect anything. I guess I just don't expect us to see anything from a standpoint of just completely redesigned models. I think really we will at least see the current shape, but I'm hoping that they can put in some extra secret sauce, like I kind of alluded to. Okay, maybe we get mini LED displays. Maybe we get these are reaches, first of all, right? Maybe we get a 5G antenna alongside. I think we're going to get great performance. We'll see what those specs are. That's what the thing is, right? How are they going to compare to the Intel chips? And then also battery life. If we can, there have been rumors that it could potentially double the battery life of a MacBook Air from around 10, 11 hours to 20. Look, if we even get something like 15 to 16, that's a big jump in just efficiency there. Also, the fans just not going off as much. So there's a lot of kind of things as users, if you're a user of these computers that are potentially on the table, and that's what's exciting for me.
Yeah, Sam, it would be huge. I mean, I'm on a 2014 MacBook Pro, and the jet fans going off, and like I'm ready to move on to the next one.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Someone in the chat room, Tommy O, he's just like 1080p camera, please.
Yeah, seriously, that would be, especially nowadays. I think we deserve that.
I think we absolutely deserve that. Jonathan, what do you think about one more thing? Is there, let's say, forget about the Macs. What's that other one thing you're hoping to see?
I mean, I don't know if AirTags is a huge one more thing. Maybe like randomly they'll throw in those AirPods Studio that we know that they're apparently delayed, but they could drop a big surprise on us. And usually they don't use one more thing very lightly.
No, they don't. I mean, that's not something that they like mess around with, right?
I mean, the last one was the iPhone 10, and that was pretty huge. So I would think that it would be a bigger device, or something just to blow us out of the water, sort of thing. At least I would hope so.
Yeah, I mean, if AirPods Studio do make it, I think they can even just tease them. But I hope that you don't want them to tease them too early. But for me, that's something exciting. I mean, there's so many great headphones out there, though. I think that's a super competitive space. So that could be kind of one of their challenges going into that. But that would be a nice surprise. I mean, I've been sitting on AirTags waiting for those forever. So we'll see what all shakes out. But I think that out of all the keynotes this year, although Apple Silicon may not be the sexiest, I think this is the most important keynote we're going to see all year. This is the most important one for Apple's future. I think it is really the most exciting because I've talked about, for people that watch my content and coverage, the integration between... Oh, yeah, I guess I should show these. We can talk about these if you have questions. The iPhones, 12s, 12 Pro Max, 12 mini here. But the integration between Apple now really controlling a device from head to toe, arguably, 80% of the components, being able to match their software intimately with their hardware, and how that integration can work and cross-pollinate with their other Apple products. That's going to be really exciting. We're going to see things in hooks. If the ecosystem, if you didn't think the ecosystem was strong already, oh, damn, it's going to get really, really tighter in the next 2 years. So I think that's exciting if you're someone who's in there.
Absolutely. I mean, to see the efficiency and everything, it's a big stepping stone for them. that they control. Hopefully, it translates into some better prices as well.
Wait. Don't get ahead of yourself, Jonathan.
I know, right? It is Apple. I mean,
That's great. Okay, well, hey, I'm gonna get through some other calls, but Jonathan, thanks so much for calling. Really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging, and we'll be here. This is our pre-show. We'll have post-show coverage as well, and if there's this show, I forgot. I mean, it sounds so silly, but we got phones here too. So if you have any questions, I've been playing them for like the past day and a half, and I know a lot of you have them ready to roll. So we can talk all about that. But thanks again, Jonathan. Okay.
you got it. Be well. Be safe.
All right, appreciate it. So everybody, this is yes, sometimes I have to talk about like how to support my content because I am 100% independent. And so one of the ways you can do this, I got to give big shout outs. Thank you so much. Let's see if I can pull this up properly. To my man Shamar. Shamar is always typically calls in the show, showing some love on the super chat. Thank you so much, my man. I really appreciate all this stuff because look, like this is all independent and it's kind of crazy to see what has happened. I've been, I wanted to say it off the top, but I was so scrambled when I start these keynotes or events. But, this is the first time where Apple actually sent me product a little earlier. Like, we have the 12 Pro Max and the iPhone mini. And to me, this is all because of you guys. Like, I went independent and it was crazy and scary and it's still a process. I'm still building. I'm still growing. I still got to get to a point that I want to get to. But, I saw all the messages from y'all, like how happy you were that like, oh, you did it. You finally did it. You got, Apple send you products. You're in the club. And it's not about being in the club because quite honestly, I'm going to review these the same exact way. But I just have to say thank you so much because, like, there's a lot of work and a lot of hustle and a lot of uncertainty. And, there's so much respect that I have for all the creators that are out there. And just to see you guys be excited about the fact that, I'm starting to, I've been able to get amazing access from LG and Samsung and Microsoft and Sony now. It's just like building. But, when you cover Apple, it's kind of important that you hopefully get access to it, whether you do or not. That the whole timing for it works out and is to your advantage. But I just want to say thank you so much. Like, thank you. Just amazing, man. So let's go to the calls. Keep on rolling through them because this is all about you all, not me. Let's take this call here. If the call software did it right, come on, let's click on this bad boy. It looks like I might have Max from the 920. Max, are you there, my friend?
Yes.
Did they get your name right? Is this Max? Is this indeed the Max?
Yes.
Yes. So what's up?
Well, I'm very excited for what they have to announce, but especially the iMac redesign, if that's even going to come this event, which I really hope it will.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't know if that's gonna actually happen. I think there's been rumors that iMacs would be coming.
Yeah, that's probably next year.
Next year, but you know what? I would say this: still keep your hopes up because I think this is the biggest wild card event that we've seen out of any of the events. So I think that there's a potential for lots to happen. That's why, even though it's not an iPhone, even though it's not whatever iPad, Apple Watch, like Macs, although they aren't the largest sellers, these are typically devices that, other than our phones, we are with every day. And typically, if you're in the Mac community, the Apple community, if you're a creator, content creator, or just someone who just uses it as your casual machine, like it's probably the second most or the number one device you use the most. And so, like you, I'm super juiced for this. I'm hyped for this event, baby.
I use my Mac every day. I use it to edit videos. I use it to watch videos. I use it to do everything. But I'm also very excited for AirTags. I'm also very hopeful that those are going to come because that would be a huge plus. And especially because I actually just ordered 2 HomePod minis not too long ago. And I think if they announce AirTags today, I think they'll have an amazing integration with the HomePod mini and other Apple smart home devices.
Yeah, the AirTags, these are images from John Prosser, him and the Front Page Tech crew, leaked these out before anyone else. And I'm, it's been taking a while for them to get here, but I'm super juiced about these because
I know
these are just another layer to the ecosystem. Everyone's like, oh, tracking tags exist already. But the biggest thing you have to remember and people aren't considering is the fact that, look, Apple's ecosystem is bigger and farther reaching than anyone's out there. And so yes, some people might be worried about privacy concerns, or, oh, someone's going to be able to track you. Look, these tracking devices have actually been out for a long time. Even like GPS devices before our phones even existed have been out for a while. So there are going to be those concerns, but the ability to enhance how you use what you use right now, and the accuracy and specificity of these, where it can get within basically like a centimeter of accuracy with ultra wideband, that's
that U1
sweet.
chip. That U1 chip is very very powerful for that sort of thing, and only Apple has that. And so I think with that U1 chip, I think they're going to be the best tracking devices on the market.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Max. Is there any other, let's say, like a dream device that you hope to see? What would that be? What would that look like for you?
Oh wow. Yeah, I never really thought about that.
I'm putting you on the spot, bro.
Maybe an iPad mini with 2 cameras and the new design, I guess. Here's the perfect thing. A 17-inch MacBook
Ooh,
Pro
yeah, bring it back,
with iPad Pro bezels on the display, 120 hertz OLED, all that. The same Magic Keyboard and trackpad found on the iPad Pro.
Touchscreen,
and it has a camera and a LiDAR scanner on the back.
What about touchscreen? Can we finally see a touchscreen, like even just basic touchscreen?
Yes.
Because here's the other thing that we haven't talked about, like with macOS 10, like macOS 10, Big Sur. Sorry, I have to do that, y'all, every time. macOS 10 is made. This OS is made for touch. Like if you see if you look at the icons, if you look at even what they did with the settings, the
they
settings
made it look like
buttons.
iPadOS.
Exactly, it looks like iOS, and I don't know if we're gonna see it today.
I think they made it so that the next iPad Pros will actually run macOS Big Sur, and that's actually what I think. Like they're actually gonna make the iPads run the new operating system, because it just looks like, maybe with a bit of tweaking, maybe make the close, minimize, full screen buttons a little larger, and maybe optimize it for that circular cursor. But then they're pretty much good to go on the iPads.
Yeah, man. Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, Max, we're going to get through more calls, but I really appreciate you calling in. I'm excited like you are, so very cool stuff, all right? And feel free to call anytime.
I just have one more thing to add before
of course.
You let me off.
Yes?
I have my own channel about technology. It's actually about cell phone plans.
Okay.
So if you ever wonder like how much you're paying for your phone service, because most people spend $70 to $80 to $90 on plans from like Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, that sort of thing. I actually make videos about cheaper but still better cell phone plans that'll still suffice for what you need, but can save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars per year. So
okay. Well, you know what? You forgot something. You need to tell us what your actual, just say it right now real quick. I'm not a crazy self-promoter here, but I want to give you time to shine, Max, real quick so you can get to another call, okay?
All right, Max Tech Studios. That is the name.
Max Tech Studios. We got it, bro. Hey, you know what? As a fellow creator, I wish you all the best. Keep doing what you do. Love what you do. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but it's worth it in the end, okay, my friend?
Thanks. And thanks for letting me on the show.
Of course, man. Thanks for calling in. Really appreciate it. Okay, everybody, we're going to go to, let's try and get to our next call here. Looks like, before we get to the next call, I do want to also mention something that's kind of fun. If you look at the description of the video here, there is the, we have like our pre-show poll. We have our BTZ bingo card. I forgot to mention this. Now, we know that the show is sponsored by TCL. We talked about their 6 Series TV, which is behind me, their new one for 2020. Mini LED, the best black levels other than OLED on the market, Roku software OS, everything. If you guys play BTZ's Big Bingo for all you regulars out there, the way to play it is you click on that link. Let me actually click on it. Here we go. Hold on. And let me pull it up, because what you get here is this screen, okay? It says generate card. This works on mobile. This works on your desktop. I'm going to generate the card. And what this allows you to do is play Big Bingo. Now, we obviously got the free spot here, but let's say these things have to be said in the keynote. The keynote starts at 10 a.m. We're about an hour away from that. These things need to be said in the keynote and appear. I guess they just have to appear. This is not when I'm talking. That's not how this works. This is this bingo card. Now, once you get it, you can let's say you get 5 in a row. For those of you that are new to this game called bingo, you need to get 5 in a row. It's not a blackout like where you get everything. Just anytime you get 5 in a row. And then what I'd like you to do, and I kind of mix this up, is I need you to take a screenshot of that and then DM me on Twitter. Don't send it to the public general Twitter because that's really hard to keep track of. DM me on Twitter. It's at Brian Tong. It's not on here, but it's in the description of the video as well, in case you don't know. I will take those winners who give me 5 in a row, and then I'm going to put you all in a list and number each of you. I'm going to run a random number generator 10 times, and the winner will get a 55-inch TCL 6 Series from 2020. Boom, like that. All you got to do is play Big Bingo, baby. So that's one way you can kind of participate and be part of the show. The other thing that I really would love to you guys and gals to do, because this can be fun too, is we have our pre-show poll. That's also in the description. And this is what it looks like here. The Apple One More Thing event. I would love for you all just take some time. I know you're all doing nothing right now. You guys are just waiting. You're hanging. You're like, I almost said it's a Friday. It's a Tuesday. I got nothing to do. We all do. It's an Apple event in the middle of the week, but fill this out. I want this. You guys and gals are literally like the pulse and the ground of what's happening. I can talk all I want, but really what matters is what you all say, because you are all making the purchasing decisions and you are the people. So if you fill out that poll, we're going to go back to it and kind of see the results and kind of see what you are all thinking about this event. It's really fun, okay? There's a spot where I ask, what do you think the one more thing is? There's a few fun things. There's also, I don't know if you want to do this, but every time we do the show, we do like a PT with BT. It's like physical challenges, and you guys and gals can choose what I do. I did a 50 push-up challenge. The first time I did it, I could not do it. The second time I did it, I hit 50. There's other physical challenges I could do. It's just stupid because we're just here hanging out. So check that out. The big bingo card is how you win a freaking TCL TV, okay? And then the poll is how you get. We'll just have some fun with that, okay? All right, moving on. Let's get to our next call. I've been talking way too much. Lines are completely filled, so if I don't get to new calls, I can't get new people in, obviously. Okay, it looks like if this read correctly, this could be Corbin from the 850. Corbin, is that you, my friend?
Yo, what's up, Brian? My dude, I'm hyped.
You hype? Let's get hype.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hype.
Corbin, did the screening software get your name right?
Oh yeah, dude.
Money. Well, thank you so much for coming, hanging out, calling in the show. Really appreciate you coming out here. We're all fans here. So, what do you want to talk about?
Well, first off, AirTags.
Yeah.
We've been waiting for these things for over a freaking year, and if the leaks are correct that Apple is gonna
everybody
release them today, then that's a good Apple right there.
Ooh, we got Corbin throwing out good apples.
Yeah.
What else do you want to see, my man?
Let's see, macOS Big Sur.
Big Sur. Man, I love how people are loving that because I was just goofing around, man.
But yeah, can't wait for that. I'm going to start working for Apple most likely in a couple of years. So I'll need to upgrade my Intel Mac. I have a MacBook Air 2015, so I'll need to upgrade that to the Apple Silicon. So I think that the performance is going to be great on that. And for, my job, it's going to be beneficial for the battery life and performance.
Very true, very true. Hey, you know what? I'm just checking a quick thing. Someone said the bingo card is not working. I just want to make sure people in the chat room that the bingo card is actually working, because that's how we actually give away a TV. It's probably important. I'm curious, Corbin. Obviously, you sound like you're clearly someone who follows Apple a lot. We're getting towards the end of the year, and I know I'm throwing this on you, but I think this is just for fun conversation as we talk with everyone today. Was there anything maybe that has stood out this year from Apple for you, like what you would say for you personally was their device of the year, or maybe something that let you down?
Well, I think probably the iPhone 12 Pro. I think that was a good. I think that was a very good device. Except the 120 hertz kind of let me down, though. That was.
Yeah.
I wish they had done that. But I mean, I didn't get my hopes up because all the leaks were saying no. So
I think I told people no for like a month, and then when we did the the pre-poll, everyone's like, "I want 120 hertz. That's what I'm gonna see." I'm like, I think the leaks these days have gotten so ridiculously good that it's hard to be surprised. But that's why I think that this keynote of all keynotes is where we're gonna see the most surprises. Quite honestly, I just don't think Apple's just gonna throw a. First of all, we need to learn more about what the A14X in an actual Mac is going to be like, but then they're just not going to throw a processor and do nothing else. I just don't believe that. Now, I could be wrong. I could be like, someone's like, "Oh, you're drinking that apple juice," and sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. But I just don't think that it's just going to be a processor. I'm gonna cross my fingers.
Yeah, I do feel like there's a lot up in the air for this event, and I do think that it wouldn't be processor because that wouldn't be appealing to the people who are not tech savvy like we are, But I feel like they're going to add some new features to, hopefully, maybe a new redesign.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, you know what, Corbin? I want to say thank you so much for calling in. That was great. And come back. We'll do a little bit of post show, and then I'll have to get to actual work. But thanks for hanging out, man.
Oh yeah, I'll be calling after the show.
He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna get in." All right, thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, some people are saying that the bingo card is not working. Some people are saying the bingo card is working. Let me see this thing. Come on now. From my perspective, I hit the link in the description. I get the big bingo. It works. I don't know, y'all. I'm just saying, like, it works. Also, my goodness, Derek Ludwig with the contribution on the super chat. Thank you so much. Goodness, like that is generous. I try and do shout outs when I can. And you guys and gals we know that it's pandemic times. It's kind of crazy. And for you to continue to support me, I have my Patreon as well. I can only say thanks. So let's keep on crunking. You want to get crunk? Let's get crunk. All right. This call looks like this person, his name may be Dave, calling from the 952. Dave, if you're there, what's up? Welcome to the show.
O to the M to the G, Brian. This is so awesome. Wow. Hey.
Dave.
Good to be talking to you. Hey, let me get down to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
15 years ago, when you watch that the first introduction of the Intel, Steve says, this is going to set our course for the next 10 to 15 years. And so here, I mean, when they're thinking pipeline and they're thinking way beyond what we're seeing at any given event, they're thinking this is going to be, they probably were thinking that at some point they want to get their own chips, their own silicon into their Macs.
I think, look, you make a lot of great points that are legitimately just kind of how Apple operates, how they wait and wait and wait until it's ready to roll. Now, look, 5G in the iPhones, this is an example where they couldn't wait because whether or not you get the service, it was such a differentiator, and it was at least in enough places that they had to put 5G on the phone. Like, quite honestly, my phone, I've had the iPhone 12 Pro, and I have not yet been able to use 5G where I'm at. And even going out a few places, that's fine, right? That's maybe a place where Apple had to jump the gun and just be like, okay, even though it's not completely ready, we're still going to do it. But to your point, they, at that time, back when they were doing Intel, right, before that, they had their own PowerPC chips. I believe those were Motorola-based, but they were still like, Apple's PowerPC chip. Intel came along. You know that they already had been sniffing the fact that they wanted to do something like this. And you just see what's crazy is you see the evolution. This thing, the guy in here running at like, I think the voltage is what's running at like 5 watts is going to be in our machine.
Oh,
arguably as powerful as mid-tier laptops. That's why I want to see what secret sauce they're putting in this new A14X.
It is
right. It's
a little embarrassing that the phone is like, I do all my video editing on my phone, and
wow.
It's embarrassing that it's as powerful or more powerful than doing what you can. I mean, I make old school look dope. Like, I'm still rocking an iPhone 7 and a MacBook 2010.
Hey, you know what?
Right?
That's a OG, baby. And you know what? I don't like the whole idea of people always feeling like you got to have the newest thing. Guess what? Most people do not buy a phone every year. I know the tech YouTuber world, we show off this stuff, but my perspective is like, as a human being who has to decide where my dollars go, I'll show you the newest stuff, but I'm not going to tell you you've got to buy the new or just get crazy over a new thing like everyone can buy it every time. That's a little inauthentic to me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I do. Brian, hey, I'll let you get to the next call. Wonderful job. Love it. Can't stop watching. Thanks so much.
Man, Dave, can I make you the hype man for this show? I mean, my goodness.
I'm vibrating. I'm just electric. I can't wait to see what they're going to drop, and I want it to be something more than just new silicon. We want to see something that we can actually, hey, look at this. This is the whole package right here, everybody. This is what you've been waiting for. I mean, come on, that'd be so awesome.
It would be awesome. All right, Dave. Hey, enjoy the show.
Thanks,
we'll see what happens. All right.
Bye.
All right, later. All right, guys and gals, that was a fun one. Let's get to our next caller. Looks like it's Chris from the 475. Chris, if you're there, holla.
Hey, Chris. Sorry. Hey, Brian. How's it going?
Hey, it's okay. I've called myself my own name sometimes too. Welcome to the show, bro. It's all
Thank
good.
you.
It's all good, man.
Glad to be on. I'm a real big fan of yours.
Thank
I've
you.
been watching you since CNET. And, my question is, would you think this One More Thing event, would you think it would be possible that they just go very mellow and not do like AirTags and just include like, let's say, how earlier they released test units for developers for the Mac Mini?
Mm-hmm.
Would you think a Mac Mini would just be one more thing as long as just, with the MacBook Pro and the MacBook Air that's said to be released with silicon?
Okay, first of all, you scared me because I honestly thought you're like, so you think they're just going to drop a Mac Mini and that's it? I was like,
that's what I'm
good. No,
would it be just very,
go ahead.
would it just be like very underwhelming? Just like, hey, it's just silicon and that's it. Like nothing else.
Nah, I think look, it could, how about this? It could be underwhelming, but this is like a whole brand new platform for them to get really in detail with. I mean, they showed us a lot at WWDC of just the power, kind of the raw power that it was capable of. And so that already got me juiced. But I would hope that we see more than just, I don't know, right? None of us do, but I would just hope that we would get more than just, more than just a Mac Mini. You know what I mean?
Because that's like my biggest fear is just like, they kind of went pretty good this year, releasing, the new, iPads and, the phones. And it's just like, do you think they would just end it with a bang or just mellow it down and just, let's save everything for, the next event in next year? Because next year it seems very promising that we're going to see, a redesigned MacBook Pro, which I'm looking forward more to that. More of a I would say an iPad Pro style, less bezels, something with like more of that nature would be very intriguing. But obviously we're not going to see that now. But I don't know. I just have a feeling, which I hope I'm wrong, but I just wanted to get your insight to see if you may know a thing or two, if you heard something about that.
No, you know what? I think if, let's say this, if you want to say this could be potentially underwhelming, it's just put the new processor in. It's like not even underwhelming, just be solid. You put the new processor in what's rumored to arguably the MacBook Air, a 13-inch MacBook Pro, and then this was a surprise to me. I mean, Bloomberg reported we would also see a 16-inch MacBook Pro, which is my workhorse, be announced today. We'll see if that happens. But if they can really just show us why this new chip is so special, if it really gives us close to twice the battery life, if it makes our machines a whole lot quieter, if it is on par with the current laptops from a speed perspective, maybe arguably even faster, depending on how many cores they're putting on there and what they're tweaking with the actual A14X chip, that's good enough. And then you put it in 3 machines that that's actually good enough. And I don't even think they really need to do anything else. To your point, you mentioned AirTags earlier. I feel like AirTags might be actually a little out of place at this event. It would be like this huge thing about Apple Silicon, and then all of a sudden like, oh yeah, we got AirTags. I hope we see them, honestly, but it kind of doesn't make sense. And I think if the story is all about the new Mac, it should probably just be all about the new Mac. And they've put out so much this year. I mean, we've had 3 keynotes in 3 months. You got to let us breathe too a little bit.
Exactly. And that's what I was kind of getting into, not trying to like burst anybody's bubble burst anybody's expectations, but that's what I kind of see where this is kind of going, in the sense of like, this is like a Apple Silicon event more than releasing new product. You know, that's what it kind of more seems like it. Because I just would make sense, obviously, for next year to do, you know, AirPod Studios, AirTags, you know, any redesign of MacBook Pros or Airs, or even, you know, they could even, you know, release, maybe revise the MacBook. I mean, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
that's on the table
that's what it seems like it's more like. Yeah, that's what it seems like it's more like it's inclining to. But I'm still excited. I mean, I want to see, you know, the specs. You know, what is Apple Silicon going to do?
Yeah.
You know, are we going to get better battery life, which I'm assuming so. You know, better standby time. You know, but just better overall performance. So I'm looking forward to this event.
Did you fill out my pre-show poll at all? I'm going to require. Did you contribute?
No.
Chris?
No. How do I go? Hello?
Chris, on the YouTube, in the description, you can fill out because that allows your voice to be heard. And let's see what we're at response-wise. Looks like, okay, this is good. Right now, we're at 133 responses. Guys, once we get to guys and gals out there, once we get to 150 responses on the survey, that is a large enough number for me to start going down and breaking it down for us to see what the people want to see. There it is. All right, so Chris, thank you so much. Thanks so much for hanging out, man. Really appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Brian.
All
Thanks
right.
for your time.
Cool, peace. Okay, more calls in the queue. You guys and gals are crazy. The phone lines are filled to the top. I'm gonna look out for my buddy. It looks like, if the call software is correct, this could be Eric from Michigan in the 734. Eric, is that you?
Hey.
What's up?
This is me. What's up, Brian? How you doing, man?
What's going on, my man? Thanks for calling.
I can tell you what.
Yeah.
Of course, I've called the show a few times. I love you, man. I'm so excited to be on with you live.
Thank you, man.
I can't tell you enough. It's awesome.
You know what?
Hey,
I'm gonna say
so
something. Let me say something real quick back to you. Thank you for the support.
Yeah, go ahead.
You have allowed me to do this by watching my content and being able to start getting early access to these things. We'll see. You know what the joke is to me is how long will it last? Because if I throw out a bad apple, maybe they stop sending me this stuff. But if they do, that's just how it is. Like, I'm not going to change that. I just got to keep on doing what I'm doing. So thank you for your support, man. I really appreciate it as well.
Oh, you're welcome. And you know what, Brian? It's not about each show. Like, some of your podcasts have like more to do with what I like about tech than others. But like, I like you, man. It's your personality. it's how real you are.
Thank you, man.
And I think I could speak to a lot of the listeners that will tell you that. So keep doing what you're doing for real.
Thank you.
And you know what? And I want to return the love too, because you're always sending out love to teachers.
Oh,
so
man.
I appreciate that.
Hey, as a
man.
teacher, my mom and dad and sister are all teachers. So, I got nothing but love for the teaching profession.
Nice. Well, my take on this event is, honestly, I think that some people might find it boring. I don't think it's going to get crazy to AirTags or some other things. I think it's going to stick mainly to the silicon. But for me, like as hooked into the ecosystem as I am, what I would be more excited about, I want to know like that my next MacBook Pro is going to get, more than 10, 12 hours of battery. I know that's not as like sexy as like AirTags and all this other stuff, but to me, just for everyday use, that to me is, I don't know if it's boring to everybody else, but I mean, that'd be exciting to me. And like you think about all those little things that Apple does well, like AirDrop, stuff like that, that's all within, your Apple products in the ecosystem. If you could just take those and make them better and make more possible because they're in control, to me, the possibilities are what's exciting.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, absolutely. Battery life, if they bring out, even on, let's say, one of the models, let's say the Air, it gets twice the battery life. And then the MacBook 13-inch Pro and 16-inch Pro get like something like 75% more battery life. That's going to be enough to make a lot of people just go, oh wow. I mean, to me, to make a wow impression when you're talking about a machine capable of that power, you got to hit closer to 20 hours for someone to really freak out. But I'd still be impressive if they said 16, 17 hours on a device that small. We'll see. I mean, the thing is that the efficiency of these processors and then how far they push them in a Mac, in a laptop, I don't know. That's why I just don't know how good it's going to be, but I know it's going to be good. So this is kind of rare territory that we are with keynotes, because this doesn't happen that often where we don't really know.
Yeah. And I mean, usually before these events, it's kind of like the night before Christmas, where you're like, you're in your head, you're imagining the most exciting present under the tree and all that. And then, like, in reality, it's cool, but it's probably not what you built up in your head, you know? So, you know, I'd be really excited if they brought out, you know, the AirTags. I think that'd be cool. I think it would make sense kind of to me, like pre-Christmas, you know, shopping time. But I don't know, man. I'm not seeing it. I don't know. I'll hope. Well, hey, man, I'll let you get to your next callers, but keep doing what you're doing, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Love to you from Michigan, man.
All right. Go Blue. Michigan. I mean,
that's right.
I was a big, quick thing. Growing up, I was a big Fab 5 fan. So I was the kid that bought all the Michigan gear, even though I was from California. It didn't make sense, but it made sense to me. It made sense to me.
I went to high school right across from Chrysler Arena, man. So,
oh man, that's great. That's great.
We got to see those dudes in action.
That's
you know, that's right in my wheelhouse, for sure.
Right on. All right, Eric. Take care. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Man.
All right, later. All right, so there's Eric. I also want to I looked at our fun poll here. Let's see here. Where did I just pull this up? Did I just pull it up here? Okay. You guys and gals are awesome. Look at this. 249 responses. I just asked, like, hey, fill out the poll. We're at 250. It continues to grow. All right, so let's go down this and, like, have a little fun of kind of the results and what you're thinking and what other people are thinking. We're going to check this out. Okay, are you expecting big things from the... Whoops, that's not the high-speed event. Am I looking at the right thing? Yes, I am. I forgot to change that. Sometimes you use a feature called copy and paste. Okay. Back to the survey. Are you expecting big things from this event? 78% of you said yes. 22% of you said no. If you want me to, maybe I should enlarge in this just a little bit. There you go. It's probably a little easier to see on your computer screens and your TVs and all that. Let's go one more step up. Okay. Are you expecting big things from the One More Thing event? 77% yes. Which rumored product are you really hoping to see today? 52% Apple Silicon MacBook Airs and Pros. The next one on there, AirTags, would be at 17.4%. 10.5% for the AirPods Studio headphones. An Apple Silicon iMac at 10%, and then an Apple TV at 9%. So we got those kind of three that people are really hoping to see, but hope can sometimes not reward you. Are you excited about Apple Silicon? I love this answer. Almost 90% of you are. 10% of you are like, I don't even care. Like, when's the new iPhone coming out? I want iPhone 13 already. Y'all can't be satisfied, can you? Let's go over here. What potential Apple Silicon benefit are you looking towards to? Number one, surprising, better performance versus Intel chips at 51.7%. I would have thought it might have actually been battery life, but number two, 32%, longer battery life, 7% slimmer design for hardware. Oh, sorry, this one's bigger. 8% a quieter machine. Not a loud fan. But really, performance and battery life, the top two hits here. Do you expect a Silicon Mac to be the same price, less expensive or more expensive? The majority, but it's pretty split here. 40%, 42% of you say the same price, 37.5% less expensive, 20% more expensive. I really hope they don't go more expensive. I mean, they could, but don't do that, Apple. I mean, the fact that it's their own chips, they don't have to pay a licensing agreement or a fee with Intel. I know it's based off of the ARM architecture, but in essence, it should be cheaper. Okay, what do we have here next? What feature do you want the most from new MacBook Air / Pro? These are different features. Number one here now, longer battery life. I guess I was thinking of more features versus performance from the chip, but number one here, 40% longer battery life, 32% a mini LED display. Now, for those of you that may not be familiar, the mini LED displays Why those are important is this is a display that has brighter brights, higher contrast, better colors, deeper blacks. It's more energy efficient. It's also slimmer, so it allows potential future designs of products to also be slimmer as well. And when we say slimmer, look, 2 millimeters in this space means everything based on how the form factors have continued to get smaller. Now, I will say that might hurt the prospects of a 1080p webcam if the screen was super slim. I hope not. I mean, we've been asking them for years, but if they made it even slimmer, I bet you some reason would be, oh, the screen's too slim now. We still can't put a 1080p camera in there. We need a 1080p camera. I mean, I literally actually use my phone and like lean it against the bottom of my laptop and tilt it up to use it because it looks better than the camera on a laptop. I'm not even kidding. I know some of you are out there too. Okay, so number 1, longer battery life, 40%, mini LED at 32, close to 33%, 17.6%, a new slimmer design, not too high of a priority, and then 8.6% of you, a 5G antenna for mobile use. This is cool. I can tell you're all filling out this survey as we go on because now the responses are like over 300. Okay, are you ready to upgrade to a new MacBook Air or Pro while my voice cracks? 45% says yes, 35% say no. I love this. 10% of you are looking for your very first Mac, and then 8% of you don't own a Mac. You're just here to hang. I love it. So we're talking about PC Nation, Windows World, Linux, kicking it here. Good on you. Appreciate it. Okay. Will we see AirTags? This is a split. This is as close as you can get. Yes, 52%, 47% say no. How do you feel about AirTags? Can't wait. Let's see them already was actually not the number one hit at 47.4%. People are curious about them. 17% don't care at all. And then this is good. What are AirTags? 1.3%. So I'll do a quick little explainer. AirTags, there's a company called Tile, and these are like Bluetooth tracking tags that are about like this big that you can connect to your keys, maybe put one in your wallet, put one in a purse, put one and hide one in the car, your significant other, because, you know, maybe like you thought they were going to be somewhere they were, but then they weren't. And then you found out later that they were somewhere where they weren't supposed to be, like around 2 a.m. at night. So AirTags, these are basically trackers, but Apple is using ultra wideband, which is called, they call it the U1 chip. Inside these trackers, they look like these, I'm going to try and pull them up here, these really slick, based on renders and leaks, they're supposed to look like this, and they're going to be about the size of like a bottle cap, and you would be able to attach them to the two devices or things. There's going to be like a little leather mini pouch rumored where you can put it on your keychain, because obviously there's nowhere to put that on a keychain, and you can adhere them to different things. Very neutral, very generic. This comes from John Prosser from Front Page Tech, who leaked these out first. Big props to him. He's a good friend of the show. So that's what AirTags would be, just kind of a new tech tracker. But the biggest advantage here is that we have an ecosystem of so many users. And could you imagine if you choose to opt into this program using the Find My app? Let's say you put it on a laptop. Again, this doesn't have to be a phone, but like a laptop that you left at a cafe, or your keys or a bag or something. And someone that walks by it, if they're opting into this Find My app and program, could anonymously basically detect that device is near them, and then it goes to the cloud. It shoots a message to you, hey, your thing is found. They can see that a lost item is within proximity of them, and we don't know how this is all going to shake out of how to actually get it back to the person, but this AirTag is like a lost and found tracker. My whole thing, people were like, my whole thing is like, look, I know Apple stores aren't everywhere, but a kind of a cool place, because it's kind of awkward and weird to meet people in person, would be to make like Apple stores maybe one of those hubs to leave a lost item and then have someone pick it up. Just saying. I think it's a good idea. All right, back to the survey, y'all. How do you feel about AirTags? So we got that. Are you interested in purchasing Apple's own location tag trackers? Maybe I can be convinced. 17% said no. 40.9% said yes. What is a fair price for you for a single AirTag? This is interesting because fair is like, right, you have to kind of think about how does, oh, sorry, I have to go back to the survey, huh? Probably important. Fair is kind of an operative word in the Apple world, but I first thought everyone would swarm and say $499 to $999. Well, only 22% of you. The number one price here, 38.2% of you said somewhere between $14.99 to $29.99 is fair for Apple pricing. I like the $9.99 to $14.99 price where 30% of you thought this, but I think I would hedge the bet that they'll be in the $14.99 to $29.99 price. Maybe they do something like a bundle like 2 AirTags for $50 or throw in a leather pouch for 2 for $60. I don't know. We'll see. We may not even see them here. All right, next up, will we see AirPods Studio? These are Apple's over-the-ear headphones. 35% say yes. 64% say no. So mostly doubters here. I agree. I think it would be a surprise if they showed it to us, but they might. There are 2 rumored AirPods Studio headphones. Which one appeals to you more? The luxury AirPods only come in at roughly 20%. The active lifestyle AirPods Studio for $349, 40% of you would be appealing. But here's another big thing. 37.2% say neither. I already have over-the-ear headphones that I'm happy with. And that's probably the biggest challenge that Apple has. I think that, for me, the Sony XM4s are the best noise canceling. Ooh, I almost burped into the mic. The best noise canceling over-ear headphones right now, just overall. I think Bose is 700. They look cool, but they're really uncomfortable. I think their noise canceling is neck and neck. It's really hard to say. I do think that Bose's voice calling is actually a little better, but overall, comfort, sound, noise canceling, features, Sony's XM4s are the shiznit, as the old folks used to say. So that's the challenge that Apple's going to have here with trying to compete in this space for over-the-ear headphones. Also, we're wrapping up the survey. What could be the one more thing at the One More Thing event? Overwhelming. I don't know if it's overwhelming. I should stop making stuff up. 28.5% of you said AirTags. 20% of you said AirPods Studio headphones. So kind of like we're following along those lines of what we see. Apple TV, getting a little love here, 18.1%. So in play, in your minds. Man, this is huge. Apple Glass at 17.5%. You all really think they're going to drop Apple Glass on you? And then watch them drop Apple Glass on us. But that's wild. I love that. I love that. Like, everyone's like, give it to me. Apple Car. You really think Apple's going to drop a car on us? Okay. 16 of you. I'm going to scold you. That's a bad Apple. They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. Watch them do it. Okay. Here we go. Last keynote, Brian attempted to do 50 push-ups and succeeded. What physical challenge would you like to see this time? According to the survey here, the majority here says, let the chat room make one up. So I'm going to refer to the chat room, and basically, if there becomes some prevailing workout, routine or exercise that you want me to do, we'll decide on it. You better come up with something, because if you come up with nothing, then like what's the point, right? What's the point? 22% said 25 burpees in a minute. That's actually not easy. Like 25 burpees in a minute, that is not easy, especially when I'm wearing skinny jeans. Hold a plank for as long as Brian can. That's at 22%. And curl 15-pound weights until he can't anymore, so he looks weak AF. 13.3%. Push-ups. Everyone's over the push-ups. Brian accomplished that goal. We need to get a new goal. A new goal. And then, finally, this is a fun little one. If Brian could do shout-outs, who should he say hi to? Name where you are from and where you are from. And a little-known fact. Hi to Yoon Sol from Alabama. Little-known fact about me is that I'm a daily furry. First suitor, persona's characteristic human. You a furry. That's cool. Frank in North Carolina is jealous of my hair. Corbin from Tallahassee, Florida. I think that might have been Corbin that called. Love everything Apple. I'd rather he shout out my best friend on Twitch. Magic is cute. He's been grinding so hard, and he has 51 followers, and I just want him to reach his goal. What's his goal? Go follow Magic is cute. Okay, a couple more shout outs before we get back. Stephen Kenny, friend of the show, also helping moderate the freaking chat, winner of an Apple Watch for people that support my Patreon SE. Hope you're loving it. Andrew from Toronto, thank you for the love. Akash Kumar says, New York, I love SpongeBob. That's really nice. Rohit, Jeff from Texas, Alan from Jersey City, Brooklyn, Dallas. There you go, everybody. Gotta say thank you to all of you. Show love right back to you. Okay, was that enough? What's the chat room saying here? No one's coming up with the fitness. Maybe I'll 170 push-ups, 20 pull-ups. I don't even have a pull-up bar. What are you guys talking about? Dude, the chat room is kind of getting crazy right now. Okay, so let's go back to our calls because this is what this is all about. Also, again, if you guys and gals want to call in and ask any questions about the new iPhones, like Apple sent them to me early, got this 5.4-inch iPhone 12 mini. I think this one is, to me, well, did the battery run out of it already? It did. This one is special to me. The Pro Max is a beast. I'll be doing camera comparisons. Like, I just got them yesterday, so I haven't had enough time to play with them, but reviews will be coming on my channel. This is a freaking, like, you think this is going to fit in my skinny pants like this? Don't fall. Dude, oh. Is that 6.7 inches in your pocket? Or are you just happy to see me? No, it's my iPhone Pro Max, 12 Pro Max right here in my pocket. Okay. I will also not twerk. That was a request in the chat room. Okay. Sickos. Waiting patiently for 39 minutes. If the call software gets this correctly, our friend Mateo from the 559 waiting patiently. Mateo, are you here? I'm going to give him a second to listen and then catch up. He's probably has his phone turned down. Okay, we'll go back to him. Oh, wait, did the call software go down? Hold on. Oh, you know what happened? Hold on, stand by, Mateo. Sometimes my friend Skype drops off, and then we have to call them back in order to get the connection back to the call software working. So, Secret Sausage is...
Thank you for calling Call-In Studios host and call screener line. Please enter your show number and press pound.
I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if you're smart and you can understand numbers and tones, you might figure this out.
Enter your 6-digit PIN number.
Oh, people want me to sing. Maybe we can do that. Even though my voice is shot out.
Welcome, host. You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-In Studio web interface.
Okay. I'm going to try this again. I am sorry, from the 559. Mateo, are you there?
Hey, hello?
Boom.
Can you hear me?
Boom. You're so patient. Did you see all my technical difficulties or no? Or you're like, I'm just chilling?
I'm chilling. I already heard all the muting. I heard like 3 beeps and then it just disabled and I couldn't hear anything for like 2 minutes.
Well,
But,
I'm sorry, friend.
yeah.
I'm sorry, friend.
Sorry.
So what's up? What do you want to talk about?
Okay.
Are you hyped for this event or what?
Yeah, I'm hyped for the event, yeah. I really want to see something. I know there's not going to happen, but I want to see something like more of the A14 for the MacBook Air because people are saying that there's going to be 2 MacBooks at least, I think, for the event, correct? I don't know if I'm 100% correct. There'll be 1 MacBook Pro and 1 MacBook Air. That's what I'm thinking. And I feel like that since the E14 already has 16 cores in the neural engine, and I think 6 or 8 cores of the CPU, and a lot of think that's going to be really powerful for a small form factor, meaning it could possibly be thinner and more battery because it's
I think you make some great points here because you think about the fact that they can put, I kind of alluded to earlier, they put what's in here in a laptop that could run basically, especially with the MacBook Air. I mean, Apple's A series chips have already outperformed MacBook Airs either equally or been better for at least a few years now. I mean, their chips have actually benchmarked even better than just their standard MacBook Pro 13 for a while. So there's a lot of opportunity to do a lot of interesting things there. Specifically, to your point, what is the battery life going to be on an Air? Even if you just straight up put a chip like this in there, it's crazy. I just can't wait, and I want to get my hands on these things. And it's weird because I think that if I have this is not mine, but this is if you have a MacBook 13 here, and I think using it might arguably feel exactly the same, which is a good thing. But if it just is quieter from a fan perspective, if you get 18, 20 hours of battery life, it instantly makes this even, like, you're going to love your laptop even more. My 16-inch MacBook Pro is my daily drive. I can't do anything without it. All my videos, everything I edit, everything, it's done through it. So I'm excited just like you. Mateo, what other thing do you want to see here at the show today?
Yeah, AirTags,
Yeah.
because we've been waiting almost a year and a half now. Oh, there was a lot of leaks from a long time ago. We've been waiting so long just to see something, because I remember yesterday I saw some leaks of AirTags, like on a keychain I don't know if it's correct or not, but I saw that AirTags, there could be different types of AirTags. People are saying there could be I'm guessing there'll be a small and big one, possibly. Like maybe one for maybe a tiny type of thing, Like, for example, maybe your wallet, maybe someone steals your wallet or something like that. AirTag, since that's the U1 chip, it can track it so accurately, even if it's tiny, you can barely see in the wallet because it can be very tiny.
Yep.
Which is a good thing about it. But a large one can be maybe for something else that can't fit in it. Like, for example, if you have a backpack that you leave at school, like, for example, if you're like in high school or something like that, some people steal your stuff. And if you have the AirTags, you can track it, even with iCloud. You can see it on any device on Find My, which can be way more reliable than just not seeing it. Like, it's way better for accuracy, which is a good thing about this.
Yeah.
Which is what I want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Mateo, I'm going to keep on crunching through some calls, but I really appreciate you calling in, and I love hearing from the young people and just like the excitement there. It's awesome. So appreciate it, bro. Take care. All right.
Take care.
All right. Cool. Next up, let's get to another call. So it looks like it's weird, but instead of working out, even though my voice has like been beat up, people are if I'm getting a sense of the pulse of the people, which is what I'm trying to do here. People want me to sing. I think I could do that, actually. I think I could bring something up. Something. I'll do that. What time is it? The keynote is... Oh, wow. Okay, we got to do it soon. I'm going to take 2 calls. I'm going to try and set up something. Maybe we could do, like, karaoke, like karaoke, because, whatever. We're just here chilling. I don't even care if they say, oh, your stream is playing music and we're taking the monitor. Who cares? Whatever. We're here to have fun. Okay, so that's that. People are saying that Apple's website is down right now. I'm looking at it right now. It looks just fine. I don't know if they're saying the actual live stream is down, but it looks pretty good if you ask me right now. Yeah. There's the music playing from it at the moment. Okay. I'm just gonna stop that so it doesn't make like blaring music noise stuff. Okay. Back to back. Let's go and kick it in our callers. We're gonna take someone from the 514. It doesn't have a name, but the 514. I hear you ruffling around. Welcome to the show. It's BTZ's live stream. One more thing. Who is this?
Hey, Brian.
What's up?
Hey, it's Dylan from Montreal.
Did you say Kevin? Did you say Kevin?
Name. No, Dylan.
Dylan. I'm so sorry. The phone broke up for a second. So, thank you so much for hanging out, Dylan. That's a cool name. It's kind of like, it's like I haven't heard met many Dylans before.
I don't know. I guess it's more in the south. My family's from Alabama. But let's just see one thing right off the bat.
Okay.
Let's not see any. We're gonna be brave and not ship whatever they're gonna announce without a charger here.
Hey man, look, I'm gonna tell you right now. We're at least initially talking to Apple, because you do have to talk to them to get early access to some of their products. Like, they want to get to know you and stuff. I did tell them, I said, look, I'm an Apple user. I've been a fan for a long time, but I still got to throw out the good and bad apples. I hope you don't take it personally. It's kind of fun, because at the end of the day, the people that are watching this and enjoying this, they see what I see as well. And I said, hopefully you guys understand that, and we'll take it from there. But you know how much I just went off on the whole power adapter thing multiple times. It just, look, you can't put in a different cable in your phone and not include the new power adapter with it, when most people, literally majority of people, I would argue 75 to 80% of users, and we're not talking about the tech people watching this, but we're talking about outside of it, they don't have that. They don't have a USB-C power adapter. They just don't. My mama doesn't. She doesn't even know what that looks like, and it looks the same.
It's also Apple sets the trends, right? So but I actually got a few points. The other thing is, if I was Intel right now, I'd be super worried because AMD is killing it with their chips. Now Apple's about to come out. Like, Intel was the giant for the last 20 years. Now they're going to be, Dell's their main customer, but after that, I know AMD is going for them. Apple's switching to their own silicon. If I was them, I'd be worried. But, going on to that, do you think we're going to hear, their last event, they spent a lot of time talking about their streaming services. They had the exercise stuff and all of that stuff going on. Do you think we're going to hear more about that?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think what we'll see, they just actually made it available. It wasn't like a super wide rollout, but if you actually go into, I believe, iTunes and you go into your settings on the app, you can actually, I guess they call it, I believe they say it's like a pre-order, but you can actually sign up for Apple One right now, but the fitness aspect of it is not live yet. They did say that Apple Fitness Plus would be available by the end of the year, so I wouldn't be surprised alongside of new Apple Silicon, obviously macOS, Big Sur, to go along with that. We would see some sort of, at least even a small blurber announcement about Apple Fitness and the Apple One bundle. So yeah, again, they might spend 3 minutes on it, maybe less, but it's got to be mentioned at today's keynote, if you ask me.
Yeah, and then I think they're going to come out with another Apple TV. I think it's been 2 years since their last one.
You think you're going to see it today?
So they might do that.
Yeah, I mean it's on the table.
Pardon?
You think we might see it today?
Yeah.
You're hoping we see it today.
I don't know. They like doing their last event. They started off with the Apple. What is it called? The speaker, the mini one.
HomePod Mini, baby.
They sort of.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Honestly.
Yeah, the HomePod Mini. So maybe they'll start off with something. They like to give us a little appetizer first. But moving on to those sort of one more thing. I hope we don't see one. I really want the one more things to still mean something. So, we have the iPhone.
You make a great point because, there was a time where one more thing really meant something. And I'm not going to totally, pardon my French, bitch about it a lot, but one more thing, calling an actual event one more thing is to me, it waters down the whole what one more thing meant, at least to the culture of Apple fans from a long time ago. It just becomes we're gonna call whatever one more thing, and then once you call an event one more thing, you don't have a one more thing within the one more thing because that would be two things. It should be two more things.
Exactly.
But it's just not one. Look, you and I are just being super. Look, we are privileged to be complaining about calling an event one more thing. Okay.
Yeah,
but it's lame.
Speaking about their ecosystem, I know a lot of people want to see AirTags coming out. Me personally, I'm still rocking the 4th gen Apple Watch. But I think it was 10 years ago we saw the Google Glass, but the technology wasn't there. Now we have transparent OLED screens and whatnot. I honestly think, how much further can they go with their ecosystem with strictly the phone and the watch before, we'll make those. We gotta do something different. I think the glasses, they're probably not coming out today for sure. But I think it needs to be reserved for something big, like either the glasses. I'm really excited if they do come out with those one day, or something else. I don't want it to be just a different size MacBook.
Yeah, it's going to be its own thing. Whenever Apple Glass is ready to go, arguably, I don't even think we'd see it this year. I mean, next year. Whatever they do, if we learn from the past, shoot, there's something in my eyeball. Okay, there's gone. But if we learn, this is live. We're just chilling. But if we learn from the past, even the Apple Watch, when they released it, I wasn't the biggest fan of it because it just didn't do enough. But it did enough where it was a notifications bracelet. It kind of did one thing really well. And I think with Apple Glass, it's going to be the same approach, because I've talked to Apple engineers and they talk about how, look, we deliberately create a product, even the first generation, and everyone says, don't get a first gen Apple product. It's going to kind of be a little loose. They're going to kind of see where the audience moves, what they end up using the most, and then it kind of informs them. Clearly, we've seen the Apple Watch really moved as towards health, whereas the first gen Apple Watch, it wasn't yelling out, "Hey, I'm a health fitness device." It was kind of like, "I'm a notifications bracelet." So I think that similar to Apple Glass, it'll do maybe one thing really well, whatever that is, maybe a few operations, with the interface that just make it, okay, it's really slick, and we're going to allow you to do maybe Apple Maps is going to be really badass with it, and then it'll be a notifications glasses, and then they'll learn from that, and they're picking up all this data, even though not many people are using the LiDAR sensor. They're figuring out what people are using with AR and helping that inform them as well. So I think other than us looking at Apple invitations in AR and then new products that we haven't been able to get in AR, hopefully we do more than we do with the AR stuff right now. But to your point, I think that is that next leap for Apple. I don't even wear glasses, but I would give it a try. I absolutely would.
Well, I didn't wear a watch before the Apple Watch. I think a lot of people neither. So.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. Well, hey, thank you so much for calling. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Love what you do, and thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, looks like we are about to, the Apple keynote should start in about 8 minutes, and that means I have to scramble and find a song that we can sing together. I don't even know if this is going to be good or not, but let's try this together and just trust each other. And this is going to be stupid. I would also hope that you could sing along from home. If you have your iPhone and you want to put on your flashlight, like a concert, you can do that as well. But let me try and see let me get this thing going on, okay? Holy cow, this could be horribly good or horribly bad. I hope I chose the right song too, okay? I'm not going to try and blow your ears out either. I'm just going to ease into this, okay? Let's see if this works. Are you ready? Would you dance if I asked you to dance? Would you run and never look back? No, would you cry if you saw me crying? And would you save my soul tonight? Let's go. Sing with me. Would you tremble if I touch your lips? Would you laugh? Oh, please tell me this. Now would you die for the one you love? Hold me in your arms tonight. Let's go! I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain, oh yeah. I will stand by you forever. You can take my breath away. Would you swear that you'll always be mine? Or would you lie? Would you run and hide? Am I in too deep? Have I lost my mind? I don't care, you're here tonight. We got editing going, let's go, baby. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain, oh yeah. Sing it, sing it, sing it. I can stand by you forever. My breath away. Break it down. stop this? Are we gonna stop? This is too much. This is too much. Oh man. Oh, I just wanna hold you. I just wanna hold you. Oh yeah. Am I in too deep? Have I lost my mind? Well, I don't care. You're here tonight. Switch camera, let's go. Woo! Everybody. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain. Oh yeah. I will stand by you forever. You can't take my breath away. Oh god, my voice is already shot out, y'all. This is too much. This is too much. I can't kiss away the pain. Woo! And I will stand by you forever. You can't take my breath away. You can't take my breath away. I can be your hero. I did that for you. That was horrible. I can't even talk no more. All right, we are done. Everyone's like, save your voice. Save your voice. It's done. We did it. We did the damn thing. Woo! Can't believe that. That was stupid. Okay. Look, it's 9:58. It is 9:58. Let's check the stats of the Apple event. Okay, we'll be playing the Apple event here. I know it'll kind of be crazy syncing wise and whatnot, but what you can also do is I encourage you can just stay here. I'm just only going to play the audio. In addition to that, you can also just come back after the Apple keynote. You can watch along. I'll do some commentary, but they're so efficient with it now. It's like there's not much commentary that goes on as much because they're just like nonstop. I'm also going to have to figure out what's up with the volume. There you go. Oh, duh. How easy was that? Okay. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I know we have a lot of people on the call lines, but I think because the Apple event is literally going to start in about a few seconds or so, you can either stay on the call lines and then just wait till the show's over, or come back at the when we pick up the post show. I'll only do the post show for about half an hour because I have a meeting to be at right after this. Oh yeah, you know what that means. You know what that means. That singing was also horrible. My voice was out. I didn't have any hot water. I hope I didn't kill your ears too much. We're just screwing around. I guess yeah. No, I cannot guarantee we'll do a song afterwards. There's no live stream karaoke here. Okay. Anyways, let's just kind of chill with Apple. This is what they're, again, I'm not going to show the actual stream, but we're in the moment, baby. And then once they start, we'll go there. So again, new Apple Silicon, MacBook Air, MacBook Pro 13-inch. What else we got? MacBook Pro 16-inch, potential AirTags, potential AirPod Studio, all on the table. I feel like I should take a call, but then I feel like they're going to start the keynote, and then I'll have to kick the person off the call. Should I take a call? Let's take a call. All right. Let's go here. It looks like I'm talking to someone from the 989. Is this Carlos? Are you in the house, my man? Oh no, did I kill my Skype software from singing too much like a crazy man? No, I didn't. Okay, I'm going to put him back in the queue. Let's try one more person here before we go. All right. From the 334, can you hear me? Welcome to the live stream. It's BTZ.
Hello.
Who's this?
It's Yun So from Alabama.
Alabama. What are you looking forward to seeing today?
Possibly a new MacBook.
Yeah. And why are you excited about that?
Because I think because of speed that our Apple Silicon can bring, like it's crazy.
Okay, I hate to do this, but the keynote is starting. I gotta go. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye. Here, feel free to watch along or watch on your own and then come back afterwards. But we're here. We're just doing it, kicking it.
Hello and welcome back. It's great to have you join us.
Hi.
I'm really excited for today and the news we have to share with you. It's amazing to think that this is our third major event in just the past 2 months. In the midst of enormous challenges this year, our teams have remained focused and they haven't stopped innovating. We're on an unbelievable pace of new product releases, delivering more new products this fall than ever before, starting with upgrades to our powerful operating systems, as well as our other remarkable products. The incredibly capable and affordable Apple Watch SE and Apple Watch Series 6, putting the future of health on your wrist. An entirely new fitness experience with Apple Fitness Plus. A convenient way to subscribe to Apple services with Apple One. The new and more powerful 8th generation iPad, and the stunning and versatile new iPad Air. The amazingly capable and compact HomePod Mini. And we began a new era for iPhone with iPhone 12. And for people who want the most out of their iPhone, iPhone 12 Pro. We're so excited, iPhone 12 Mini and iPhone 12 Pro Max will begin shipping this Friday. But there is just one more thing.
Okay.
It's time to talk about the Mac. We love the Mac. It's in our DNA. And it's the tool that we use to build our phenomenal lineup of products. Our users love it too. Today, the Mac is stronger than ever. It continues to lead the industry in customer satisfaction as it has for over a decade. And more customers than ever are choosing the Mac. In fact, the Mac business grew by nearly 30% last quarter, and the Mac is having its best year ever. And the Mac continues to attract new users. Today, over 50% of buyers are new to the Mac, which is simply amazing. And all around the world, people use the Mac to do remarkable things. Like the Mac itself, they challenge the status quo. They take chances. They create. They innovate. They use the Mac to help change the world. And we'd like to celebrate them.
There's a certain kind of person who doesn't take no for an answer. They don't walk in quietly. They parade in, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, status quo breaking. Grazing greatness, braving hatred, and taking up space. Never got a seat at the table, so they can't sit and behave. They'd rather defy the rules and amaze. There's a certain kind of person who doesn't wait for greatness. They make it.
It's great to see how people use the Mac to do such amazing things. The Mac has always been about innovation and bold change. In June, we announced that the Mac is taking another huge leap forward by transitioning to Apple Silicon. And we promised that the first Mac with Apple Silicon would arrive by the end of this year. Well, that day is here. To tell you more, here's John.
Let go! I'm so stoked for this, y'all. I'm so fired up for this, y'all. Oh, that's so hot looking. Production's ridiculous.
We love the Mac, and our teams have been working tirelessly to deliver the best lineup of notebooks and desktops that we've ever had. Well, now it's time for the Mac to take a gigantic leap forward. To do this, we needed to develop a new set of advanced technologies. So for the past several years, we've had our teams working with the singular purpose of defining and building the next generation of Mac. And at the core of this effort is the silicon. We've been making Apple Silicon for more than a decade. It's at the heart of iPhone, iPad, and Apple Watch, and now we want to bring it to the Mac. So the Mac can take a huge leap forward with the incredible performance, custom technologies, and industry-leading power efficiency of Apple Silicon. And as we've said, we're developing a family of chips, and we're going to transition the Mac line to these new chips over the next couple of years. Well, today, we are incredibly excited to announce our first step in this transition with our first chip designed specifically for the Mac. And we call it M1. M1 has been optimized for our most popular low-power systems where small size and power efficiency are critically important. It is a stunningly capable chip, and it ushers in a whole new era for the Mac. Now let's get started by spending a few minutes on a deep dive into this new chip with Johnny.
M1 is a breakthrough chip for the Mac. Our approach with M1 was to deliver industry-leading performance and features while relentlessly focusing on power efficiency. As a result, M1 delivers a giant leap in performance per watt, and every Mac with M1 will be transformed into a completely different class of product. M1 is the first system on chip, or SoC, for the Mac. Let me show you what that means. Until now, a Mac needed multiple chips to deliver all of its features. It had chips for the processor, I/O, security, and memory. Now with M1, these technologies are combined into a single SoC, delivering a whole new level of integration for more simplicity, efficiency, and amazing performance. M1 also features our Unified Memory Architecture, or UMA. M1 unifies its high bandwidth, low latency memory into a single pool within a custom package. As a result, all of the technologies in the SoC can access the same data without copying it between multiple pools of memory. This dramatically improves performance and power efficiency. M1 is the first personal computer chip built using the industry-leading 5-nanometer process technology. With incredibly small transistors measured at an atomic scale, M1 is remarkably complex. It packs the largest number of transistors we've ever put into a single chip. M1 has a massive 16 billion transistors, and we use all of these transistors to give M1 amazing performance and leading-edge technologies. And our goal is to make each of these technologies best in class. The incredible performance of M1 starts with the CPU, which features two types of cores, high performance and high efficiency. Each performance core is designed to run a single task or thread as efficiently as possible while maximizing performance. We've been advancing it year after year. And now with the huge improvements in M1, when it comes to low-power silicon, our high-performance core is the world's fastest CPU core.
What?
And M1 has 4 of these incredibly fast high-performance cores. So multi-threaded workloads take a huge leap in performance as well. To handle lighter workloads more efficiently, M1 brings high-efficiency cores to the Mac. They use 1/10 of the power while still delivering outstanding performance. These E-cores are the most efficient place to run lightweight tasks and allow the performance cores to be used for the most demanding workloads. And M1 has 4 of these efficiency cores, which on their own deliver similar performance as the current generation dual-core MacBook Air at much lower power. And finally, M1 has our latest performance controller that determines in real time where code runs for maximum performance and efficiency. Altogether, the 8-core CPU in M1 is by far the highest performance CPU we've ever created. And more importantly, it delivers this performance at the lowest possible power. In fact, the M1 CPU leads the industry by delivering the world's best CPU performance per watt. Let's take a look. Here is the CPU performance and power usage of the very latest PC laptop chip. And here's M1. M1 delivers significantly higher performance at every power level. And at just 10 watts, the thermal envelope of a MacBook Air, you can see that M1 delivers up to 2 times the CPU performance of the PC chip. And M1 can deliver the peak performance of the PC chip while using just 1/4 of the power. This is a big deal. What you are seeing here with M1 is extremely rare. When you look back at the single-threaded performance of low-power silicon in the Mac, gains in performance per watt have been very small from one chip to the next. But when we look at M1, we see a massive 3 times improvement in performance per watt.
Woo!
This is unheard of. Now, what about graphics? We design GPUs that deliver the maximum graphics performance in the thermal envelope of each of our products. This results in a balanced system with a GPU that complements the incredible performance of our CPU complex. Typically, PCs can't achieve this balance with integrated graphics. To get great graphics performance, they have to use a discrete chip which consumes a lot of power. M1 is different. With its integrated graphics, we get the best of both worlds, incredible performance and low power. The GPU in M1 benefits from years of thorough analysis of Mac applications. It's the most advanced graphics processor we've ever created, and with up to 8 of these GPU cores, M1 is capable of executing nearly 25,000 threads at a time, from teraflops to texture bandwidth to fill rate. Along with its incredible efficiency, M1's GPU is in a class of its own. Here is the graphics performance and power usage of that same PC laptop chip. And here's M1. M1 delivers significantly higher performance at every power level, with M1 delivering up to 2 times more graphics performance than the PC chip. And again, M1 can deliver the peak performance of the PC chip while using just 1/3 of the power. When it comes to personal computers, M1 has the world's fastest integrated graphics. Now, Apple Silicon is more than just a fast CPU and GPU. We pack our chips with powerful custom technologies. M1 features our most advanced neural engine. With a 16-core design, it's capable of executing a massive 11 trillion operations per second. The entire M1 chip is designed to excel at machine learning, and tasks like video analysis, voice recognition, and image processing will have a level of performance never seen before on the Mac. Finally, M1 integrates our latest generation secure enclave. It's faster than ever and brings best-in-class security to the Mac. So that's M1, our first SoC designed for the Mac. With its 8-core CPU featuring the world's fastest CPU core, along with an 8-core GPU that delivers the world's fastest integrated graphics, M1 leads the industry in performance per watt. And it has leading-edge technologies like the neural engine, Thunderbolt and USB 4, a faster secure enclave, our latest ISP, and more. With its unique combination of remarkable performance, powerful features, and incredible efficiency, M1 is by far the best chip we've ever created. And we're absolutely thrilled to bring it to the Mac. Now, back to John.
Wow. They didn't even talk about the battery life yet.
So incredibly exciting.
With that efficiency,
the
battery
Macs
life.
we can build with the performance and capability of M1. The Mac has never had a chip upgrade this profound. But the silicon is only part of the story. For all Apple products, it's the tight integration of our hardware and software that makes the user experience so amazing. To deepen this integration on the Mac, we use Mac-specific software workloads to optimize the architecture of M1.
That's what I'm talking
And
about.
in the same way iOS and iPadOS are built to maximize our A-series chips, macOS Big Sur has been built to maximize M1.
Big Sur!
To hear how it unlocks entirely new experiences and capabilities, let's turn it over to Craig.
This is crazy, guys. I don't know if you're juice. I'm
For
juice!
the first time ever, we've been able to design macOS for our own silicon.
Damn.
I'm so excited about what this means for the platform. Our latest release, macOS Big Sur, is absolutely incredible on M1. Big Sur introduces a bold new design, powerful updates for apps like Safari and Messages, and the latest improvements to our industry-leading privacy features. And by designing the whole system together, hardware and software, we're able to make the things you love about your Mac even better. Your Mac now instantly wakes from sleep, just like the iPhone and iPad. Let me show you. But first, let's set the mood.
You touch and go, but don't you know?
How cool is that? And with M1, things you do every day, like launching apps, are nearly instantaneous. And Safari, which is already the world's fastest browser, really shines on Apple Silicon. It's now 1.5 times speedier at running JavaScript and almost 2 times more responsive. The whole system is distinctly snappy and system animations are buttery smooth. The sheer speed of M1, together with macOS technologies like Metal, deliver a huge boost to the most demanding apps. So you can render 3D animations or edit raw video footage with ease. Now, part of the secret behind this breakthrough performance is M1's unified memory architecture. We built macOS on Apple Silicon to use the same data formats for things like video decode, GPU, and display, so there's no need for expensive copying or translation. And macOS gives apps access to more graphics memory than ever, unlocking breakthrough performance for tasks ranging from color grading 6K video to playing graphically intensive games or performing real-time machine learning inference. Big Sur also features advanced power management, which intelligently allocates tasks between M1's performance and efficiency cores, automatically optimizing for lightweight tasks like reading a note, or performance-intensive tasks like playing a game. So your Mac gives you quiet performance and even better battery life. When it comes to security, M1 represents a major leap forward. For years on iOS, we've worked to continuously advance the state of the art for computer security. And with M1, we're bringing this architecture to the Mac. This includes not only hardware-verified secure boot and automatic high-performance encryption for all your files, but also new security protections built deep into the code execution architecture of M1, giving you the most advanced security of any personal computer. macOS Big Sur is engineered down to its core to fully take advantage of all the capability and power of M1. And it does this all while maintaining everything you love about macOS. Of course, we've optimized all of our apps for M1, from every app that comes with macOS to every other app made by Apple.
This is damn exciting, y'all.
Apps like Pages, Numbers, and Keynote, and GarageBand and iMovie are showing us how great performance can be with M1. For example, with Logic Pro, you can run up to 3 times more instruments and effect plugins. And Final Cut Pro can fly through tasks like rendering a complex timeline up to 6 times faster. We can't wait for you to unleash your creativity. Now, macOS Big Sur has incredible technologies that enable you to run a greater range of apps than ever before. First are universal apps. Simply put, universal apps are the fastest, most powerful apps you can get. Universal apps include a native binary version built for Apple Silicon, as well as a native version for Intel processors. The two come together into a single app that you can download from the App Store or from the web, meaning that one app can run on all of your Macs. We're hearing a lot of excitement from developers as they get ready to launch their universal apps. For example, Omni Group is bringing universal versions of all of their great Mac apps, and Adobe is bringing universal versions of their apps, starting with Lightroom next month, and other flagship apps, including Photoshop, early next year. For existing apps that haven't yet upgraded to Universal, Big Sur includes an amazing new technology, Rosetta 2.
Photoshop won't be ready yet.
On M1 systems, Rosetta seamlessly runs apps built for Intel-based Macs. So even without an app update, you can keep working on that Fusion 360 project and get to the next level in your favorite game.
No one's gaming
Thanks
on their
to
Mac,
Metal
come on.
and M1, some of the most graphically demanding apps actually perform better under Rosetta than they did running natively on previous Macs with integrated graphics. It's really incredible. The transition to M1 is also great for developers. M1 scales up the architecture that they're already accustomed to on iPhone and iPad, so they can optimize their code across the whole family. And these new Macs can do something that no Mac has ever done before. For the first time ever, you can run your favorite iPhone and iPad apps directly on your Mac. You'll have more games to play, more content to watch, and more apps
Among
for
Us.
everything you want to do. All together, you get access to the biggest collection of apps ever for the Mac. And it's only going to get better as developers continue to build new apps for M1. Here are some of them in action.
You guys, how crazy is this? How exciting is this? I'm sorry, I'm like at a 10 right now.
There you are.
Hello there.
So
Hello
good.
world. I work for a company called Panic Cinema 4D. Baldur's Gate 3. I've been at Adobe for over 20 years. At Panic, we make Mac software.
A coding app for kids.
Helps people be less boring on video. When we first heard about Apple Silicon on Mac, we're announcing that the Mac is transitioning to our own Apple Silicon.
It blew my mind. One word was amazing. We were just waiting for
this specific moment. What does this mean for the desktop? A device that we all think we know so well.
We got the first developer units as soon as they were announced.
This was the easiest transition that we've ever had.
Getting our apps ready for Apple Silicon on Mac literally took us a day.
We didn't really have to do anything to port to them.
Hit the run button.
Took me 10 minutes. Here we are. We got this, we got this, we got this. Boom.
Wow. You immediately notice that it's incredibly fast.
We can move much faster. There are some operations which are really quite remarkable. Select object, we've seen that operation up to 8 times faster.
We can travel the entire world of the Forgotten Realms without any kind of texture popping.
It was rendering
2 times faster. 3 times faster.
4 times, 8 times, 10 times.
Much faster.
Super schneller. Mega schnell.
People are going to be blown away.
There's some dark magic at work. I don't know what it is.
It just feels super smooth.
Super smooth. You don't have to use any of that.
For us, it's always about
the power. The more powerful the computer is, the more we can have fun in our apps.
For example, using CoreML to automatically detect hand position.
Edit 8K raw footage.
Hundreds of thousands of layers.
millions of objects.
Almost limitless interactivity.
Rotate, zoom. We can keep zooming in some more. At this point, we're 100 million% zoomed in.
The future that I dream of, let me look into the crystal ball.
A seamless workflow from your phone or your iPad to your Mac.
Pushing the limits on each and every surface. You open that giant file and boom, it's there. See the infiniteness in what you can create.
It's just a different level of what we thought was ever going to be possible.
We are in the future right now.
This is going to be huge.
What can't we do with Apple Silicon on Mac?
Super good question.
Woo! Damn.
It's amazing to see developers take advantage of the incredible performance and features of M1 and Big Sur. We can't wait to see them reimagine what apps can do. Over to you, John.
How amazing is this? Ridiculous. This best keynote of the year. Best keynote of the year.
The combination of M1 and macOS Big Sur is super exciting. It truly takes the Mac to a whole new level. So now we have all the technologies we need for the next generation of Mac. And it's time to introduce the first Mac with M1, a product where the power efficiency of M1 changes everything.
Let's go.
Here it is.
Oh, goodness. Getting me all juiced, man. Oh, come on, Mac. What do we got? MacBook Air? Yeah.
This is the new MacBook Air with M1. The day the first MacBook Air was pulled out of that manila envelope, it defined the category of thin and light notebooks. And our users have been loving it ever since. Now, with the groundbreaking efficiency of M1, the new MacBook Air will completely redefine what a thin and light notebook can do. To tell you all about it, here's Laura.
Yo, play that music all day. Give me that beat.
MacBook Air is the most popular Mac. In fact, it's the world's best-selling 13-inch notebook. Users love its stunning Retina display, great everyday performance, and incredible portability, all in a sleek wedge-shaped design. These days, users are working more from home, learning remotely, and using the Air to stay connected, making performance and battery life extremely important.
Here we go.
And we're thrilled that M1, our first chip for the Mac, enables MacBook Air to do things that were previously impossible on such a thin and light notebook. With 8 incredibly powerful cores, the CPU soars to a whole new level of performance That's up to 3.5 times faster than the previous generation.
Yeah.
So if you're editing family photos or exporting a video for the web with iMovie, the new Air blazes right through it. Or if you're working in Lightroom, you can manage huge raw libraries at unheard of speeds, turning your Air into a mobile photo studio. And with the world's fastest integrated graphics that feature up to 8 cores, Air delivers up to 5 times faster graphics performance.
This is just for the Air, guys.
Ever for
This is just for the
MacBook
Air we're talking about.
So when it comes to gaming, you can play immersive, graphically
Won't be
intensive
gaming on
titles
a
at
Mac.
significantly higher frame rates. And for the first time, you can edit multiple streams of full-quality 4K ProRes video without dropping a frame.
Oh man, come
That's
on now. On a
mind-blowing for
MacBook Air.
such a thin and light notebook. And when you
4K
compare MacBook
Jeez.
Air to the best-selling Windows laptop in its class, the new Air is up to 3 times faster. And what's even more amazing is that with M1, MacBook Air is faster than 98% of PC laptops sold in the last year.
Good Lord.
Now let's talk about that neural engine. With 16 cores, machine learning workloads are up to an astonishing 9 times faster than the previous Air. So apps like Final Cut Pro that use ML-based features such as Smart Conform to intelligently frame a clip can do so in a fraction of the time. And even storage gets a performance boost with SSDs that are up to 2 times faster, thanks to the M1 storage controller and latest flash technology. So tasks like previewing massive high-res images or importing large files are super quick. What's also remarkable is that with the industry-leading efficiency of the M1 chip, combined with the power management in macOS Big Sur, the new Air delivers all this performance without a fan. So no matter how intense the task, MacBook Air is completely silent. And that same incredible efficiency also delivers extraordinary battery life.
Holy crap.
With up to 15 hours of wireless web browsing and up to an amazing 18 hours of video playback. That's 6 hours longer than before. And when you're video conferencing, which can rapidly drain the battery, you can go up to twice as long on a single charge. This is the longest battery life ever in a MacBook Air. And as users connect with friends, family, and coworkers remotely, we know camera image quality matters even more. So we're excited that with M1, Apple's latest image signal processor comes to the Mac. This ISP delivers better noise reduction and greater dynamic range for sharper images and more detail in shadows and highlights, as well as improved auto white balance combined with ML-enhanced face detection.
Is it still
so you look
1080p
more natural
or
on your
720p?
FaceTime calls.
That
In
looked like
fact,
720p.
Everything looks stunning on the 13-inch Retina display, which now supports P3 wide color for even more vibrant, true-to-life images. And with the secure enclave at M1, combined with Big Sur, Air delivers best-in-class security with features like Touch ID, which make it easy to unlock your Mac and make secure online purchases using Apple Pay with just the touch of your finger. And finally, all these powerful features with a completely new level of performance are delivered in a sleek wedge-shaped design. With M1 and Big Sur, we've taken the MacBook Air and transformed it into something far beyond any other thin and light notebook. And even with this gigantic increase in performance, along with its new features, the Air still starts at just $9.99.
No!
Education, it starts at just $8.99.
No!
Delivering
Oh my
way more
God!
value than ever before. So that's
Oh
the new MacBook
my
Air.
God.
With M1, it has jaw-dropping performance. 3.5
Holy
times faster
shizzle.
CPU, 5 times faster GPU, all in a silent, fanless design. It also has a more vibrant Retina display, improved camera quality, and incredible battery life, up to 18 hours, the longest ever in a MacBook Air. So once again, MacBook Air completely redefines what a thin and light notebook can do. Back to you, John.
This new MacBook Air is amazing. So think about what we've done here. We've taken our most popular notebook and with M1 given it more performance than 98% of PC laptops sold in the last year. A huge increase in battery life, and at the same time, we pulled out the fan. That's just nuts. With that unbelievable combination of performance and portability, it is by far the best MacBook Air we've ever made. But that's not all, because today we're bringing M1 to another beloved Mac. And here it is.
We going mini? Oh, damn.
this is the new Mac Mini. The tremendous level of integration offered by the system-on-a-chip design of M1 allows us to pack a remarkable amount of performance and capability into its compact design. To tell you more about it, here's Julie.
Mac Mini delivers the Mac desktop experience in an incredibly small form factor. Our users love its outstanding performance, array of connectivity, and signature design. And most of all, they love its versatility. It's why you'll find Mac Minis everywhere, from home offices to home theaters, studios to render farms. Today, M1 comes to Mac Mini, bringing a seismic shift in what an ultra-compact desktop can do. With the 8-core CPU in M1, Mac Mini delivers up to 3 times faster CPU performance than the previous quad-core version. This is a monumental leap in CPU performance for Mac Mini. So if you're a developer compiling 1 million lines in Xcode, or a musician using Logic Pro to take music production to a whole new level, performance never skips a beat. And the 8-core GPU gives the Mini a gigantic 6-fold increase in graphics performance. This enables you to do things you wouldn't have dreamed of before on the Mac Mini, like designing a graphics-intensive game in Unity, or when the work is done, cranking up the graphics settings while playing a great game like Baldur's Gate 3. The Mini has an outrageous amount of performance in such a compact design. In fact, if you compare Mac Mini to the top-selling PC desktop in its price range, the Mini is just 1/10 the size. And yet, it's up to 5 times faster. Mac Mini just blows the competition away. And there's more. With M1 bringing the neural engine to Mac Mini, machine learning workloads take a quantum leap forward, with up to 15 times faster ML performance than the previous generation. This means the new Mac Mini will supercharge innovative features that are powered by ML, like magically increasing the resolution of a photo in Pixelmator Pro, giving it more sharpness and detail.
Yeah, baby.
It also makes Mac Mini a great machine for developers, scientists, and engineers utilizing deep learning technologies like TensorFlow or Create ML.
Love how they're hinting that you need to get that Pro Display XDR with your Mac Mini.
And with the Mac Mini's advanced thermal design, M1 is unleashed, easily sustaining its breakthrough performance while the Mini stays cool and quiet. When it comes to connectivity, there's an array of I/O, including 2 USB-C ports that now support both Thunderbolt and USB 4 to connect a wide range of peripherals, including the Pro Display XDR at a full 6K resolution.
Damn.
With the M1 chip and Big Sur, our most versatile Mac packs a staggering amount of performance and incredible new features.
These prices are crazy
and
to me.
even with all of its power and capability, Mac Mini now starts at just $699.
I mean, come on now.
That's $100 lower than the previous generation. No other desktop combines such breathtaking performance with such an affordable price. So that's the mighty new Mac Mini. Powered by the M1 chip, it takes an enormous jump in performance with a 3 times faster CPU, 6 times faster GPU, and the neural engine that boosts ML performance up to 15 times. The new Mac Mini is a phenomenal desktop that's far more versatile and far more capable than ever. Now, back to John.
This is unreal.
This really is the most incredible Mac Mini we've ever made.
This is unreal.
Thanks to the integration and phenomenal graphics capabilities of M1, this new Mini will enable high-performance, general-purpose computing in a way that was never before possible in such a compact design. There's never been a Mac Mini like it. But we're still not done. You've seen how the efficiency and integration of M1 yields incredible capability and performance in the MacBook Air and Mac Mini. That performance is so good that it's also an excellent choice for another one of our most popular Macs, the perfect Mac for many creative pros.
Yo, don't. You're playing with my emotions. Oh, good lord. Yo!
Here's the new 13-inch MacBook Pro. With M1, our most popular and affordable MacBook Pro dramatically changes your expectations of what a compact Pro notebook can do. And to tell you all about it, here's Shruti.
The 13-inch MacBook Pro is the best-selling notebook in its class, and it appeals to an incredibly wide range of users. Students rely on it to get them through college, and pros use it to channel their creativity and produce awe-inspiring work. Users love it because it delivers powerful performance and has a gorgeous display, all in a sleek and portable 3-pound design. And with M1, the 13-inch MacBook Pro becomes way more powerful and way more pro.
Way more pro!
8-core CPU
way more pro, that's a new thing. It's a way more pro.
times faster performance. This is game-changing for developers using Xcode who can now build their apps nearly 3 times faster than before.
That's something stupid I would
And for
say.
photographers using Photoshop who can apply filters and effects to high-res photos faster than ever. When it comes to graphics, the 8-core GPU is up to a whopping 5 times faster. So whether you're using Shaper 3D to design a new product or constructing an immersive new world in Cinema 4D, the new MacBook Pro handles it all with ease. And when compared to the best-selling Windows laptop in its class, it's up to 3 times faster. In fact, the new 13-inch MacBook Pro can do things that no other compact 3-pound Pro notebook can do, like playback 8K ProRes footage in full quality in DaVinci Resolve without dropping a single frame.
What?
And when it comes to machine learning, performance is spectacular.
This is a game changer.
Thanks to the Neural Engine, ML is up to 11 times faster than the previous generation.
I'm beside myself.
Which means for on-device ML tasks that use the Neural Engine, the 13-inch MacBook Pro is the world's fastest compact Pro notebook. The new MacBook Pro also features an active cooling system. This allows it to sustain its remarkable Pro performance when ripping through intensive tasks like video transcode in compressor. And even with all this unbelievable compute power, the battery life is simply amazing. Thanks to the efficiency of M1 running Big Sur, the new MacBook Pro delivers up to an incredible 17 hours for wireless web browsing and up to 20 hours for video playback. That's 10 more hours than before.
20
and that's the longest battery life ever in a Mac.
20 hours.
And with this combination of performance and awesome battery life, the productivity of our Pro users goes through the roof. For instance, software developers can compile 4 times as much code on a single charge. The new Pro also has studio quality mics with an improved signal-to-noise ratio. So whether you're on a FaceTime call or recording a vocal track, audio will be super clean.
This is great.
And it benefits from the M1's advanced camera ISP. So when users are connecting with coworkers on video calls, they'll have sharper video with less grain and better contrast and detail in low-light conditions. With Big Sur and the Secure Enclave, you get best-in-class security features like Activation Lock, which helps protect your Mac if it's ever lost or stolen. And finally, with its 2 Thunderbolt ports with USB 4 support, the new Pro connects to more peripherals than ever.
Pro Display XDR, sell that thing. Sell that thing.
Full 6K resolution. All these mind-blowing leaps in performance, new features, and amazing battery life still fit in the same incredibly portable 3-pound design. With Big Sur and the M1 chip at the heart of the 13-inch MacBook Pro, it shatters the limits of what a compact Pro notebook can do. And with all this performance and new capabilities, the new Pro is still just $12.99 and just $11.99 for education. An incredible value for both students and pros alike. So that's the new MacBook Pro. With M1, our most popular MacBook Pro gets a tremendous boost in CPU, graphics, and ML performance. And along with its studio quality mics and improved camera performance, it has the best battery life ever in a Mac. This is more than a massive upgrade. The 13-inch MacBook Pro is the ultimate expression of what the M1 chip can do. Now back to John.
We couldn't be more thrilled about the new Mac Mini, MacBook Air, and MacBook Pro. They're the first of a new generation of Mac. It's the same Mac experience you know and love, yet faster and better in so many ways. These systems offer up to 3.5 times faster CPU performance and up to 6 times faster GPU performance, which is the largest generational improvement we've ever had. They bring many of the best features from iPad and iPhone, like instant wake, long battery life, incredible ML acceleration that's up to 15 times faster, and industry-leading security to the Mac. And by building upon a common architecture, these new Macs can now tap into the world's largest and most vibrant software ecosystem. We're also proud that these products have been carefully designed to support our net zero carbon goal. The cleanest energy is the energy you never use. And thanks to the efficiency of M1, energy consumption is reduced by up to 60% when these products are in active use. So while there is always more to do, we're thrilled with the progress we've made. It is so exciting to be able to reinvent 3 of our most popular and affordable Macs.
Come on,
and
give
to
me
make things
16-inch
even
Pro.
more exciting,
No.
you can order the new MacBook Air, Mac Mini, and MacBook Pro
Today.
starting today.
I knew it.
And they will
Good
all
Lord.
be available next week.
Woo!
And macOS Big Sur will be available this Thursday. These new systems with M1 join the rest of our Mac product line, including some phenomenal products that we've introduced over the last year. This is by far the strongest Mac lineup that we've ever had. The transition to Apple Silicon is going to have a profound impact on the Mac. It will bring performance and capabilities that have never been possible before. Now, this journey will take a couple of years to complete, and we have a long way to go, but we're off to one heck of a start. We are so proud of this new family of products, and we can't wait to see what our users are going to do with them. Now I'd like to turn it back to Tim, but before I do, here's a short film we made to celebrate these new Macs. I hope you enjoy it.
Okay, I can chill. There's no 16-inch to get me cray-cray. Wow.
The chime is back?
I love that.
That's macOS. That's a macOS thing.
This chip.
I see Apple M1.
It's the Apple chip.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, I'm just gonna get right into it.
It opens like that.
Cool.
It's super responsive.
Wow, it's really fast.
It feels very playful. Click, 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 click.
It's got 8 cores in it. And this tiny thing. Not even warm. It's probably cooler than my own hands.
The battery is more time than I generally spend awake in a day.
No noise. It's absolutely silent.
Can't hear anything.
What's really satisfying is when you're sitting with someone and they go like, I want it to be like, and you go like, great. And you can, the faster you can make that happen for them, like that to me is like wizardry. There is a magic that happens here.
It's really about letting me create faster than my hand can move.
I'm doing this on a MacBook Air now, which means it's more accessible. I can get used to this. Whoa.
Oh my god, so fast. That's crazy.
Yeah.
This truly is a huge day for the Mac and a huge day for Apple. Advancements of this magnitude only come from making bold changes. The M1 chip is by far the most powerful chip that we have ever created. It makes these Macs dramatically faster, provides all new capabilities with extraordinary battery life, and enables the Mac to run more software than ever. This is exactly why we are transitioning the Mac to Apple Silicon. At Apple, our mission is to create products that play a meaningful role in people's lives. 2020 has been a year unlike any other in so many ways. We're inspired by the strength, resilience, and creativity we've seen displayed by people all around the world. We're also extremely proud of our teams and the work they've done to deliver such incredible products during these challenging times. We're looking forward to seeing what you will do with these products. We're also looking forward to 2021 and bringing even more amazing experiences to you. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe, stay well, and have a great day.
Yeah. You know, I told you. Oh, what's going on here?
Wait, one more thing. Hi.
I'm a PC. Is there time for questions? Good, because I have one. Why? Why make all these advancements? What's the point? Right? Oh, you're so quiet now. Look, I'm a machine. I'm proud of it. That's my fan. Longer battery life. Plug it in. Where are you going? Just plug it in. Fast. I'm fast. I'm still fast. Check it out. Still got it.
Go, John Hodgman.
PC.
Go.
Still
Go.
got it. I've always been there. I always will be. Fast. Okay. My battery's drained. I gotta go plug in. Good luck. Woo! Outlet!
Oh, man. Oh, man. Wow. Okay, everybody. That was incredible. So you know what's up. The call lines are going to be open. We're going to hang here for about half an hour. I love how that was quick and snappy, and just a freaking amazing keynote. And this is, wow. This is, again, there's certain things that like probably blew over our head, but let's get into this. If you're on the call line and you're just calling in, I'm going to take you first just because you've been waiting pretty long here. But let's go to my girl, Emily, calling from the 352. Are you there, Miss Emily? I know your caller here. I know who this is. Let's see if she's there or not. Is she there? Is she there? Okay. We will hold that. Let's try one more time. If we can't get it, we'll go one more to another call. Let's see if we can get here. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, looks like I've got a caller from the 813. Big Mike, can you hear me okay?
What's going on, Brian?
What's going on, baby? Oh, goodness, how was that for a freaking keynote? Good Lord.
It was pretty good. I wasn't expecting it. It was good to see that they actually came out with the new Mini. That's been something that's been waiting.
Yeah, some great surprises there.
And then both of the MacBooks coming. I was kind of hoping that I would see a new iMac. I do 3D graphic design, and so having the big 27-inch, monitor with that M1 processor would be nice.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to obviously look. We got 3 machines. Not everyone is going to get the machine that they wanted, but we still got 3 machines, and it literally, more than anything, gives us a real good like idea of how this is gonna kind of really, more than anything, like play out when we're talking about larger machines like desktops. The power that's going to be available in them, they're most likely going to be putting in arguably multiple chips. I mean, I didn't want to see. It sounds weird. I didn't want to see a 16-inch because I would have lost it. I would have lost it. I was so impressed with everything they showed. I was so impressed. And like we talked about the power. I mean, you're gonna be able to edit 3 streams of 4K ProRes on a MacBook Air. Come on, that's game changer right there, baby. Game changer.
It is, and it's nice. And don't get me wrong, but
you're so not impressed.
I'm running an entire power plant on a 13-inch. MacBook Pro just becomes a little bit of an issue.
You're not impressed right now. I can tell. You're like, I just want to.
Actually, I am impressed. I'm just a little disappointed that it didn't come on the iMacs themselves, just because, like I said, that's what, like right now as we're talking, I'm doing a 3D design on a cool water skid. So I'm doing.
You're basically being selfish. You're being selfish
when I get into a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is helpful when I'm doing something like that, especially right now with a lot of us working from home. Like I work from home 2 days a week, and I'm in the office 2 days a week because we actually manufacture stuff there. So being at home, especially at home, or at the office, I have 2 27-inch monitors back to back. But here at home, I would at least like to have one that I could to rock with. But I mean, I actually was impressed. I don't want you to come home thinking I wasn't, because I actually had little to no hope for this keynote at all. To be honest with you, I thought it was just going to be a fluff piece from Apple, and just come out with some new bands or something like that for the watch. And,
no, come on, bro.
So,
okay, hey, Mike, Mike. I'm gonna pound through the calls. I'm gonna get through some more calls, but thanks for calling. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. Have a good one.
All right. So that, I mean, look, the performance, the battery life, I'm just like, this is just the start. This is just the start, and ooh, they're gonna be cooking with a lot more. Okay, let's see if I can get this next person online. It looks like I have from the 901. Who am I speaking to?
Hi, Brian. It's Akash.
What's up? Is it Akash or is it just Kosh?
Akash.
What's up, Akash? Good to hear from you, my man. Look, we just got to the keynote. What do you want to talk about?
I just I wanted to ask about, what do you think about the MacBook Air? Because, I was kind of a little blown away, especially about the fact that there's no fan in there.
Bonkers.
They're so confident that it doesn't need a fan. Are you skeptical about that?
No. No, you know why I'm not skeptical about it is because it has to do with the efficiency. Look, think about the power in here. Even though you're saying it's a smaller device, they're taking this chip, turn it up a little bit, no fan in there. I'm actually not worried about it at all because we don't have any fans in here, right? And so if you're basically taking a chip that's on par, on level with that, and putting it into a laptop and an Air at that, I'm all for it. I mean, I think that's, and look, that may be for the Air. There could be a future down the road where we see that in even a MacBook Pro 13. Not right now, right? But I'm okay with it.
Right.
I don't think it's. I honestly am okay with it because this is we can't think of these processors like we do with kind of the typical Intel processors or AMD chips, right? This is a different architecture. They run so they expend so much less energy. They run so much lower that and you get more performance for less power expended. So I think I honestly think it's gonna be okay. Of course, you're right. We got to check those out. I think one of the biggest issues as a MacBook Air user I had is that the fan always went on, right? And so to me, that instantly makes it better. Before you talk about the power, before you talk about the battery life. I mean, those are three key things with that machine that they've just basically found solutions for with their own architecture and hardware and software. So I'm amped for it, man. I'm super hyped.
Yeah, definitely. Same. I am super hyped for the MacBook Pro because I had thought at first that I would. I had a MacBook that was MacBook Pro from 2012 that I was thinking about upgrading this summer. And when I heard that the Silicon was coming, I decided, you know what, I'll wait till next year and maybe upgrade because this might be, I thought, about future-proofing my device. So, I thought it would be a good investment. So I'm pretty excited about the MacBook Pro 13-inch.
Yeah, I'm pulling up here on the website because, again, things happen so fast. And a lot of people are asking, what is the graphics card that they're using? And, from my knowledge, from what we can see here, I'm guessing, it is Apple's own integrated GPU that they've worked on. There were reports and rumors that Apple's already working on their own GPU for iMacs, but we didn't actually think that we would see Apple's own GPU this early in their own machines. So it's going to be interesting to see how that performs. I mean, every indication shows that the performance you get not only from a processing side, but from a GPU side is just as important. I think for someone like me who's a creator who does use the Adobe suite, I think they said it would be, did they say later this year or next year? I think they said sometime next year. Again, sometimes the stuff blows over, so people in the chat room can correct me. But for me, these machines may not be best for me. But then the other thing that Craig Federighi said is that Rosetta, which is kind of I don't want to say it's like their emulation, but it allows earlier non-M1 chip apps to run better than they did before in emulation from the past. And that was always the biggest thing. If you had specific apps that went during this transition from PowerPC to Intel, that was ugly. And now they're saying that even if I use Premiere, it's going to run better than it would have kind of compared to the last transition. So I'm down with that. That's kind of bonkers actually too. So there's so many things, even like the instant wake up. It's like, I don't know how, because right, when you're talking about that fan being gone, instant wake up is like with your phone, tap it, lift it, because this is crazy, man.
I like that setting the mood that they did.
Oh yeah, you did. I know you did. They're getting a little sassy on. They were getting a little sassy on you, weren't they? So,
yeah.
Anyways, Kosh, just want to say thanks for calling in. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Brian.
Okay, awesome. All right, so
Great.
we will. Thank you. We'll continue to take calls. Sorry, I accidentally flashed the call software real quick, but let's take this call. Someone's been waiting for quite some time. I'm guessing they watched the keynote with us, but Kyle, are you there? Oops, see if Kyle's there. Kyle here calling in from a 315. Kyle, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up, dude? Thanks for waiting. Thanks for waiting through the entire keynote. You're a beast. Thanks for coming on the show. What did you want to talk about?
I mean, I was kind of hoping we got exactly what I thought we'd get. I was kind of hoping for the AirTags, but I was hoping for more functionality and some stuff like, I don't know, like, hey, we're going to make the location services easier to access.
Oh, you mean like in settings and stuff like that?
Yeah, some of the stuff that they have is just a little weird. Like, you have to go through 15 different things to turn on your GPS while you're not driving, because you're not supposed to do that while you're driving. But I was hoping to see some more cool stuff like that, more streamlined things as a one more thing. I thought it would be more of an offshoot. Like, oh, hey, we gave you all this cool stuff, and then here's a couple cool things we're going to streamline for you.
Sounds like, although this was a cool keynote for you, that it doesn't target exactly what you were looking for. Am I correct or not?
Yeah, I knew their computers were going to be awesome. So, like, I was already prepared for that. Like, there's nothing they could have shown me that would have been like, no.
Didn't though the computers actually outperform what you expected? Because look, we had heard, so there's a difference for me between hearing a freaking 13-inch MacBook Pro might get 20 hours, which you're like, it's not going to get 20 hours, versus it actually getting 20 hours of video playback, which is crazy. Like, we have never seen that ever in anything Mac related. There's so many things that just are going to make these devices, and some of them, actually a lot of them are going to be, I guess you'd say, invisible to most users, but people that are really using these as creative tools or even as your daily workhorse, you're going to really feel it. Like, I don't think my mama's going to feel the difference, but that's why I'm not going to have her get an M1. But the pricing basically stayed the same. In some cases, I think it was the Mac Mini, it went down $100. Like, that's another thing, right? Apple either kept it the same, it didn't go up, it didn't go down, but when you see all the benefits that this new M1 chip has, and this is just Gen 1, I'm eager for what happens with Pros.
Yeah, well, exactly what you're saying. Like, the people who buy AirBooks aren't the people that need to do all that crazy stuff on there. So if that's what they're doing in the AirBook, like, I'm super pumped to see what they do with, like you were saying before, especially during the live stream, with the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Like, when they come out with that, or the iMac, I'm going to be super excited. I also can't wait to see if that 20 hours, if that's just like, air quotes, manufacture time versus, all of us actually using it.
True. But even if it's 18, I'm going to still go bonkers. I'm going to still be like,
oh,
super
absolutely.
Right. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for calling. Really appreciate it. And thanks for waiting, Kyle. That's awesome of you.
Can I say one thing quick?
Of course.
Today, for anyone listening, is the Marine Corps birthday. So everyone should wish Marines a happy birthday.
Hey, man, that's, you know what? I love that message, because sometimes people might shout out like their own YouTube, and that's okay if you want to, but that's what you said is much more meaningful. So thanks for that, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Semper Fi. Have a good day.
Semper Fi. All right, let's go. Next up, we'll take a call from Marcus. Looks like Marcus from, let me get this hit right, from the 404. Marcus, my friend, if this is Marcus, are you there? Can you hear us? I'm away. Okay, we will put him back in the queue. We'll keep on, we're patient. We're going to bring you all back. Let's go to, I don't know who exactly this is, but it looks like it's someone from the 850. If you can hear me, please, welcome to the show.
Yo, it's your man Corbin again.
Corbin! What up? Okay, I don't have a foghorn, but maybe I'll get work on that effect later, okay? What's up, my man?
That's awesome. So, M1 Pro.
Yo.
It's awesome.
Yo.
So, I really like the instant wake up thing. Like that. I didn't really notice that until they mentioned it. Like that wake up is a little sluggish on my Air right now, and it's just like immediate, like the iPhone. That's awesome, and the storage speed for the SSD, I like that.
I know, even faster storage speed. I mean, that's just based on the pure integration and what they're doing in the back end on the system. Come on now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I really like the battery life. The battery life is going to be astounding. I can't wait for that.
I already got. I mean, oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
My MacBook Air that I have right now, the battery health is like what, 70-something%. So that's going to be a nice change when I get my new one.
Yeah, if you had the new laptop, your battery right now will be at like 95. Just kidding. I know. Yeah. I'm just making that up, but you get my point. It's going to be impressive. I don't. Here's the thing. If people are saying like, "Oh, you're such a fanboy," look, there's a lot of things that we don't know yet. But if you already are familiar with the MacBook Pro, MacBook Air line, I mean, these are really polished machines. Once they brought back the more butterfly, or they got rid of the butterfly keyboard and brought back kind of the switch keys that I had been begging for since they made the change, and then just kind of some of the more efficiency with it. Now you throw an M1. I mean, these are, and they didn't change the price at all. These laptops, sure, they still are pricier compared to the overall market, but if it does what you need, I didn't find many flaws. Now, here's the only thing that I could say about these MacBook 13 and Air that won't make a difference in the long run. They definitely said that the camera's improved, but they didn't say it was a 1080p camera. So I think they're probably using some software tweaks to make it look better, but it still looked like a 720p FaceTime camera. I haven't looked at the specs. We just got to the keynote. I don't know. I'm just saying. If I had to pick at one thing and, that's what I'm supposed to do, evaluate, that's the only thing that I could say might need some help. I'm not going to complain with everything else they showed us. That was amazing.
I think the reason behind that is because since they're still beginning their transition to silicon, I think that would be a big hit on battery life if they upgraded that. So yeah. I think probably they're waiting to upgrade that until they're fully transitioned and gotten a hold on the silicon. The Macs.
I'm just so stoked about what this means for the Pro level line, and I thought it was really funny. I mean, it definitely shows you how much power is in these machines because now they can all support 6K resolution with their integrated graphics and the processor, like to connect to a Pro Display XDR, which is I believe starts at $5,000 for that display, roughly around there. But the fact that yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that was a really nice whistle. It went like from here all the way here. I was like, oh, but yeah, that's those machines. The MacBook Air is impressive, man. I can't believe that thing. That is just, it almost is stupid to me. It's almost stupid to me. All right, well,
I cannot wait to get my bad boy.
Yeah, I cannot wait to. All right, well, hey, thanks so much for calling in and your patience. Really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, man. Take care.
All right, you too. Okay, so let's I'm gonna go check this out here. I know the chat can be a little fast and furious, but like, if you guys and gals can kind of put in what you're thinking, what your thoughts are on this, drop them in here. Right now, the chat is catching up, and it's, unless you guys are just talking really quickly, well, then that too. But we're going to stick around. I'm going to take maybe 3 or 4 more calls. I think it's pretty straightforward. Let me go take a peek here at the website real quick. Let's just take a look here and see at least. They have a big ol' kind of rundown of the actual M1 chip. Let's go here to the actual MacBook Air and kind of take a peek at it. Thinnest, lightest notebook. Power, it's in the air. The M1 chip. Again, these are available to order today. I guess I should probably put in my pre-order, but be tweezy. This is Marcus was saying hello. Jonas Blunk is worried about the Windows support. I think I believe it's with Rosetta. Oh, the virtualization, that's the biggest issue. I remember when they talked about it, being able to run things like Parallels or VMware. There was no solution to it when they first announced the transition to Silicon Mac. So I'm sure they'll figure something out between the two just because now the architecture is going to be different. It's not based on Intel. I don't know I mean, it might mean they're going bye-bye because you can keep some people, you know, it might mean that your next laptop might end up being a PC if you need specific apps for it, and Apple just may not care because they're going into like a completely new bold direction where they're looking to really, you know, you might think, oh, Intel will still be part of the equation here. When you saw what we saw today, Intel's no longer going to be part of the equation once we get to year 2 or 3. I mean, they're going to be completely gone from anything Apple related. Apple even acquired their smartphone modem assets so that they could work on their own modems. And we know, you got to imagine that one day we'll see some sort of 5G antenna inside an actual MacBook. Maybe it's coming in the MacBook Pro, but you know, there's no sight of any type of effort to kind of look back now. They're looking big time forward. And so even from that, as a creative person, if you have certain apps, like when macOS Catalina came out, one of my machines that I run some of this show on, I didn't even upgrade it because it would stop some of those legacy apps. And there's going to be a point in time where I'm just going to have to suck it up or figure out what to do. So yes, transitions are tough, but I think at the end of the day the benefits for it are so much greater. All right, let's check this out here. It looks like I got a little love from Jimmy Gatsby with the $5 super chat. Yo, Brian, do you think it's crazy to upgrade to the 16 gig with the new M1 chip? So I'm guessing you're saying there's an option for the MacBook Pro 13-inch to get let me check this out here. I'm just doing this all along with you all. I have not even looked at the websites to kind of see the configuration at all. So I'm going to pull this up. Here we go. Choose your new MacBook Pro. The new 13 inches here. Again, base price starting at $1299. 8-core CPU, 8-core GPU, 8 gigs unified RAM. Let's go here and select it and see what we can customize here. This is kind of fun. Memory, 16 gigs. Okay, this is my take for you, Jimmy. If you're going to be using this for multimedia, if you're going to be using this for any type of content creation, get as much RAM as you can afford, specifically because Apple doesn't allow this machine to be user installable, at least unless something changed, they didn't. So I'm a fan of whether you're voting between hard drive space and spending money on it or RAM, get the RAM. You can always get external hard drive storage space. Yes, you'd like it all inside, but ultimately, performance-wise, RAM is more important. That would be my take for it. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the contribution. Super appreciate it. Okay, let's go back to a couple more calls. It is 11:09. I've got to start working on my video. I've stayed here for like 2-3 hours before just because you all are crazy, like after the show. Probably shouldn't do that. But let's go take the next call. This person was waiting for quite a while, so I'm going to try and see if we can get them back. Let's see here. Oh, are they not there? Dang. Okay, Marcus, if you're out there, try calling back in. Let's go here to... Okay, I have Carlos here. Carlos, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Waiting patiently. Ladies and gentlemen, this shows you that persistence and craziness pays off. 1 hour, 58 minutes. Our friend Carlos has been waiting. Carlos, you're a beast. You're a damn beast, bro.
Thank you. And same to you. I wouldn't know as much about products if it wasn't for you and watching a lot of your videos, man.
Thank you.
And getting informed on the products.
Man, I mean, you know, this is all fun. We're lucky. I always say it just to remind people, we are lucky that we're in a position to talk about tech, enjoy tech, love tech, and then like buy tech. It's, you know, we're fortunate to do that. And so there are no sad stories in tech unless you get really disappointed or unless I throw bad apples out there. But beyond that, you know, it's fun to talk about this stuff. So welcome. Love to hear what your thoughts are. I know you called before the keynote. You've seen the keynote. So whatever you want to talk about, Carlos, you've been waiting for 2 hours.
I was watching the keynote when you actually had picked up the phone for me. So I was just kind of like zoned out already. So
It's okay.
When it comes to the Apple keynote, I take my Apple keynote seriously.
Oh, you should. And thank you for coming back. You know what I mean? I love how people have kind of learned to go watch the keynote and then come back here to talk shop and just you know, have fun with it. The chat room has been great. We have a few moderators in there, Steve and Kenny, and I can't remember the other gentleman, but people are helping me from all those crazy spam thingamajiggers. So appreciate that.
Yeah.
But let me let you talk, Carlos. What do you want to talk about?
So I really want to talk about, I love the 13-inch MacBook. Pro. But the problem is the camera's not fully upgraded. When I was just looking on Apple website, it is a software upgrade.
That's what I thought.
They're upgrading it literally through the M1 chip, and it's kind of like, why? Why not put a better camera in it? We've been requesting this now for so long, and I feel Apple know we've been requesting it.
Yeah, I know it can't have to do with costs. I don't know if it's regarding maybe the component they use in their phones or want to use is too thick for this. Fine, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, but there's got to be a solution. And again, I critique this stuff. I'm not an engineer. Literally everyone that works at Apple is probably smarter than me. I just get to talk about it, right? But to me, it's like, hey, I don't care if you're smarter than me. Put a damn 1080p camera in there already. Otherwise, I'm going to keep on using my phone for my FaceTime. And not everyone has that luxury as well. That's, again, another point of privilege. So I think that, yeah, here's the weird thing. Was there anything else is that literally the thing that would make you hesitate from getting a MacBook Pro 13-inch? Because I feel like there's so many more benefits.
Because I have the MacBook 13-inch. I have the 2017 one. Mm-hmm. So I would love to upgrade. Absolutely, because I find my MacBook slowing down now after almost close to 4 years now. So I definitely want to upgrade. Mm-hmm. But that camera, that's kind of like the only thing that I say, why spend so much money on a MacBook when they're neglecting that?
Yeah.
And also, with it being the first gen M1 chip, think about how many apps that possibly will not be able to be worked with.
Exactly. That's
the
true.
M1 chip right off the back. And as being a musician, I use a ton of different software that might not be compatible right off the back.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you look, it comes down to how it works for you. Being a musician, a creator, specifically musician with all your plugins, with all those things that you got going on with your apps, it remains to be seen. I think it's one of those things where you're going to have to wait for people in the community to post videos about how easy or how seamless it was, because again, Craig Federighi said Rosetta makes your app perform even better than it has before in previous versions of the OS. We'll see, but again, we don't know until we know. So that for you, I could understand that. Did you upgrade to Catalina or not?
I did upgrade to Catalina.
Oh, you did?
And I had a lot of apps that didn't work when I first
I was going to say.
I also ran the beta, and I went back from the beta because of that reason as well.
Yeah. So there you go. So anyways, my man, I want to say thanks for your patience and appreciate you calling in, just hanging out.
No problem.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Carlos exiting the call-in. Wanted to do a couple shout-outs here. Thanks to the super chat. Ralph L. Bears has confirmed, and like we just talked about, 720p FaceTime HD camera on the new M21 2020 lineup. And then BB Adams, my goodness, BB, thank you so much. A $19.99 super chat. To be honest with you, a lot of the super chat goes to paying for the phone lines because it costs to keep them up. So I'm just grateful. We do this because we love this and it is fun. So it's a great way. Thanks for supporting me there. I haven't put it up here. Did I put it up here yet? I guess I'll show it one time. I'm not the type to throw this stuff in your face, but if you feel like and you see my content for a while, if you haven't done it already, you can support my content at patreon.com. It supports a few things. Obviously it supports all my content. You have different tiers like $2 per month, $5 a month, which is a cup of coffee, $10. But also we have a $25 and a $100 level. You get a few benefits. You get early access to some of my content. You get rewards at different levels, and then you get a completely ad-free version of my weekly Apple Bits XL audio podcast. So, and it just helps keep me going. I mean, honestly, I couldn't do this without y'all, and I'm so grateful for all the support from everyone who supported at any level at Patreon. So patreon.com/Brian Tong is the way that you can also support me. Okay, enough about me. I do need to do one more thing before we get through some more calls, because I think it's important to recognize and notice behind me, we've got this big, beefy, juicy TCL 2020 6 Series television set. And so they are the sponsor of this video. And so what we're going to do is we're going to play this a little bit. This is their mini LED TV for 2020. Now, I'll tell you right now, if you want the deepest blacks, you can go OLED. You can pay a lot more, but the TCL 6 Series mini LED TV has the closest blacks that I have seen to date on any LED TV, on the market. Also, TCL is like, they say, like, I hate saying it's the best bang for your buck. It is better than that. It gives you everything and then some for your buck. You get Dolby Vision, HDR, Dolby Atmos, variable refresh rate for gaming. You have game sync technology too, so that prevents like the tears and jaggies on it. THX certified is their game mode. This is a TV set that we are doing a giveaway. If you played around with our big bingo card, we're doing a 55-inch giveaway. I will take the bingo cards through the end of the day because some of you watch this later. But the TCL 6 Series Roku TV, I believe, you know what? I better get it straight before I actually. I don't want to say the pricing wrong, but I believe the 55-inch that you can win, and it starts at, for the 2020 edition. Let's see here. Oh, I'll find it, guys. I'll find it. Anyways, I'll look at the pricing a little bit, but there's the 6 Series from TCL. Thanks so much for them for supporting this live stream and this content. And it's a TV that I owned from the start. I bought the very first one, so everyone's like, oh, are you this? I like to partner with companies that are truly organic to kind of what I've ended up gravitating towards. So check it out, TCL 6 Series. In my opinion, the best TV from when you start looking at any TV, you got to start there. I'm not even making this up because of the price, the features, the image quality. I'm going to tell you right now with that kind of combination stuff, it's going to be hard to find one better. I'm serious. Look at me. I'm telling you. Okay. It's not like I'm talking to you about a TV that you've never heard about. They've been consistently the top TV in the industry. If you read all the reviews, you don't even have to listen to me. You just see what the other people are saying. Okay, let's go check out more calls. Again, I'm going to get through a few more. What time is it? We got 12 more minutes. All right, this looks like a friend from the 818. The name might be Walter. Are you there? Welcome to the show.
I'm here. What up, Brian? How you doing, man?
Okay, are you driving in your car or are you in your backyard? I'm just trying to guess because it's fun.
No, I'm actually in the office. I'm at work.
Well, you know what? Hey, blessings for being able to work during this time, man. That's a big deal for those of us that can, you know?
Yeah, definitely, man. And first of all, I wanted to go ahead and say I'm a big fan of your show, everything that you're doing. I've been watching you since you were somewhere else.
The place that shall not be named.
Right.
Thank you.
But my question is, maybe I missed it. Did they sneak the U1 chip into these?
You know what? You know what? That's a great point. I'm going to let the chat room chime in here. I did not see any mention of the U1 chip. Let me even peek at some of these screenshots of like when they show all the specs of the different machines. I believe, I don't want to say no, but I believe no. I'm going to let the chat room kind of catch up and they'll let us know. But I don't believe that there was any mention of the U1 chip in these Macs. And guess what? That means you'll need to buy an AirTag and glue it to your MacBook Pro. Right?
Right?
Right? Yeah, I didn't see that. No, but I'll let the chat room catch up because it takes a little time for the actual stream of us talking right now to get to them.
Yeah, and then I'm sure they might just sneak it in and call it in the secure enclave or what have you. But I'm just kind of remembering when John Prosser was telling you that they're really going to push the U1 chip into all the products, and was kind of wondering why they didn't mention that in the keynote. If you can lose a laptop, quickly, once we're out of this whole pandemic thing. If, there's some people that will.
Arguably, you lose things like computers or things like that get stolen. We know that phones get stolen, but you can still lose your laptop pretty easy. It happens to a lot of people, right? So let's see. Everyone, according to the chat, it looks like someone says here the U1 is in the secure enclave in the processor. Yep, they said the secure enclave is the U1 chip. According to a couple people, one person says no U1 chip. I will, talk to my friends at the Apple, and I'm sure we'll get that confirmed before everything get squashed. But yeah, it looks like right now it's in the secure enclave. We'll keep it. We'll see
awesome,
about this
man.
to be determined. But thank you so much for the kind words, and appreciate everything, man. Really.
No problem, man. Look forward to the review on the Pro Max. I went ahead and reserved one to pick up on Friday in gold because I know that you love gold, man.
I love gold. I love gold, baby. Quick question: what phone are you going from? Like, what do you have that you're making this jump?
I'm making the jump from the 11 Pro Max, and that's because of the cameras.
You're like, hey, if the camera is better, I'm going to be there. You know what? I think what's going to be really interesting is, I did my 12 Pro review, and there was not much difference between the 11 Pro and the 12 Pro, so I'm really curious with this 12 Pro Max, what it can do and where it stands out. I've got to imagine it will stand out in a few instances, and if that's important to you, but ultimately, I got to imagine the new design kind of lured you as well. It's like the design of the camera, and you're like, this is the best looking, I've said it, this is the best looking iPhone. It is a modernized retro version, kind of with the 4 and the 5, but this is the best looking phone. It's a little not as easy to hold for me. Other people love it. That's a personal preference, but this is a great phone. I don't have many complaints about it, quite honestly.
Awesome, man. We'll definitely keep doing what you're doing. Thanks for, doing this for the community, and look forward to being here through many more keynotes.
Appreciate it, bro. All right, take care. We'll talk to you soon, Walter.
All right, bye.
All right, bye. Good guy. What a great guy, man. I love y'all. Like the community here that we've kind of like started to build and continue to build. You guys and gals are awesome. Nothing but thanks here. Okay, let's take another call here. Again, I'm gonna wrap up at 11:30. I'm sorry for people on the line. Let's do this. We're gonna do a quick hit. I know this sucks, but I just like you to kind of jump in and really quickly say what you liked at the keynote, and then I'm just going to pound through it, okay? So I'm putting you on the spot. This might be Ian who want to talk about the M1 area code 334. You heard me. We're going to do like kind of quick hits with the calls. What did you like?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Of course I can. What'd you like?
I like how M1 delivers, like, when CPU and GPU and all the things were separate, but now M1 combines all that in a single chip, like, insane speed. Like, it's crazy.
It's really good. It's really good. Okay, I'm going to keep on going through the calls because I want to get everyone who've been waiting patiently in, but thank you for that, Ian. Appreciate it. We're going to go. Again, this is like my speed round, okay? Let's go here. Next up, from the 908. Who am I talking to?
Hello?
Hello, you're on. Welcome. What did you like from the keynote?
Hi, my name is Jack Richter. I've called before about these events. I have to say, first of all, I've been following you a long time. And I do want to say that I'm excited for what I saw with the MacBooks.
Woo! Very good. Was there any specific thing that stuck out to you?
I guess the M1 chip, because it's going to speed everything up and it's not going to be as slow as it was before. I'm definitely thinking about hopefully in the future upgrading, because my MacBook has been acting weird with stuttering and freezing. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the M1 chip can do.
Hey, Jack, thank you so much for calling. Really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon. Hopefully next time we got more time, okay?
Hopefully. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll be in the chat room, and I'll follow you on YouTube.
Awesome. I appreciate that so much. Hey, also just a quick mention in the chat room, Killama42 with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Salute all the vets. Thank you, and families. A quick thing, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I'm actually doing an event this weekend. It's like a live stream to support vets. It's run by our friend Jason Inman and his wife Ashley, and we're doing this kind of cool live stream we're going to be geeking out, talking about, look, I am more than tech. I'm a big fat comic book freak. It's been something I've always doing. So we're just kind of going to geek out, but also work towards getting people to donate toward charities for veterans. So I think it's going to be really cool. It's kind of exciting. I love the fact that we can kind of contribute to other communities just being a part of this whole internet thing. Okay, let's keep on cranking away. Next up, I know I said fasty. Welcome, 352. Is this Emily again?
Yes, it's Emily back again.
Gotcha, girl. I know that I'm sorry it didn't work the first time
around. We're quick hit. No, I know. We're in quick hit mode now because I missed you before. I'm excited for the M1 trip and for the power potential. I am curious to see how it's going to handle RAM at this point, because I think that's something that is more useful from day to day for most users. Is you don't need necessarily more power, you need more basically RAM to run stuff and multitask. So that's going to be interesting to see how that evolves. Thanks, Brian. See you next time.
Oh,
Bye.
thank you, Emily. You're so awesome. See that Emily also been a regular caller here. She's like, I know how to do this. I'm gonna call in. I'm gonna say my 2 cents. Thank you so much. Awesome. Okay, come on, computer, work with me, fingers. Okay, next up we've got from the 610. Greg, are you there, sir?
Hey, yeah, long time listener, Buzz Out Loud, loved it.
Oh wow, thank you, my man.
Question is, yeah. So my question is, yeah, I love the unified sort of ecosystem, but they didn't mention anything about Boot Camp or running Windows, which kind of worries me.
Yeah.
And like as a gamer, what do you and someone that likes MacBooks? Do you still buy a MacBook and then like a separate gaming machine, or like what do you recommend for that?
You know, I think honestly, when they alluded to it at WWDC, they basically said that after the keynote, everyone was asking about what's going to happen if you run Windows and virtualization on it. And the answer was basically the developers, for example, from like VMware and Parallels, were looking into seeing how it could work, but because the architecture is fundamentally different, they couldn't even give audiences a clear number. I don't know if anyone has visited their sites or if they've said anything on social media, but I honestly don't think it looks very good. And when you even suggest to the point of, does someone just buy a separate PC if they're a gaming PC? I think you made the point right there. Probably, I don't know yet, but we'll see how it all shakes out. But I think what you're alluding to is probably what's happening. It is a bummer, but it's hard to see how they're gonna spend millions of dollars on resources when they're really moving forward with this brand new architecture that gives them so many more benefits and just saying, hey, PC people, get another PC machine if you want to ride with us. I feel like that's the direction they're going, The integration is just too tight to be like, oh, hold on, we need to still take care of our virtualization friends. I don't know. I hope it's not, but it doesn't seem that way because they don't talk about it.
Yeah, makes sense. Sounds like I might just have to carry around 2 computers from now on.
Hey, 2 computers on your shoulders like that? That's a boss. That's a boss look. So.
Yep, definitely. All right, thanks a lot, Brian.
All right, thank you so much for calling in. Really appreciate it. You guys and gals are awesome. We're going to keep on going. Let's see. It's 11:29. That means I'm going to take off my little graphic here so that you guys can't call me anymore. I keep on forgetting to do that. We'll take 2 more calls, okay? I'm sorry, everyone else, but 2 more calls. Jimmy Johnson? Is this true from the 619?
Hey, what up, LBTV? It's JH Boogie, a.k.a. Johnny.
Oh, yo.
Johnny, what's up, man?
What up? I got you. What's going on, bro?
Good, bro. I'm just digging the Apple shade, bro.
the way, why's that?
No, because, Microsoft might have released something today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what he's alluding to is that, right? Xbox new consoles, the Series X and the Series S, today is their launch day.
Yeah.
Okay. Apple decided to drop this bomb on everyone. And in a way, I mean, the communities are different, but there is overlap. But I'm going to tell you, people that are fans of both arguably might be a little more excited by what they saw today, only because Xbox Series X, great console, but I think that's a console we're going to have to see what happens over time. It has more power than the PS5, but it's not bringing any new first-party titles right out of the gates. Amazing game library, Xbox Game Pass, unbelievable service, but it's still, look, we can play earlier games, which I love, but it's the new games that drive kind of the new momentum. So, yeah, I think they totally threw major shit, and they were like, consoles? Whatever. We're Apple. It's like...
Well, they're doing their own thing with gaming, too, though.
True. I mean, they're trying.
M1, we mentioned that. Yeah. How about the end credit with the I'm a PC guy, too? That was a nice little final.
Talk about a little retro throwback for all us older souls. Oh, that was so good. I was laughing the whole time. Like John Hodgman from Comedy Central. That was great.
Oh,
that was
awesome.
Good stuff. That was good stuff.
Ultimately, I think it's really going to come down to performance. Like once it gets in people's hands and they actually see what these things are going to do when it comes down to battery life and performance. I don't know if some of the Big Sur performance and features are going to be applied to also Intel. Purely because I just got my 16-inch MacBook Pro Core i9, and I don't want to mix out any of the innovative features and performance things that Big Sur is going to introduce. And also, too, you and me, we introduced Big Sur together in the last keynote. So I'm glad that I was there at the birth of Big Sur.
Hey, it's people digging it. It's carrying over.
Hey, man, you made it your own, bro.
Yeah.
No fan of the MacBook Air. I'm really interested to see how that's going to actually work out. I mean, worst case scenario, there may be some overheat problems. So I'm just really kind of like, how's that really going to work out in the actual wild? Because they've had some missteps before, and I guess no butterfly keyboard, so that's good. And I like how they kind of did soft. They couldn't really come at Intel because obviously that's what their benchmarks was compared to. So it was kind of a nice kind of professional way to compete.
Hey,
they have to do that because
that was one of those examples where you make a great point there about because they have a true business relationship and partnership that still exists today. There was no shade. Look, past keynotes years ago, there would have been shade thrown, but they work together now. So there is no shade. They used to do a huge breakdown about how the PowerPC was more efficient than an Intel chip years ago, and they'd always kind of be like Macs are faster than PCs. In certain ways they were. It was always, back then, different processors had different advantages, but now, they didn't throw any shade at all, and they've actually been pretty kind. This is the Tim Cook regime now, so they're not going to throw those kind of random snide marks out there. At least he doesn't. And so, I thought that was a great point that you made there. So, all right, my man, I'm going to keep on.
Rapid fire. Real quick. So the GPUs for the 16-inch and maybe the iMac and Mac Pro, do you think Apple's going to be building their own?
Well, that's going to see. Here's the thing. I think when you start getting to the Pro level, people want options and they don't want an integrated GPU. They prefer a discrete GPU from someone like, we've seen what NVIDIA and AMD is pumping out. So my hunch is that maybe we didn't see 16-inch MacBook Pro because they haven't figured out the whole how it talks to which specific GPU vendors they're going to use in the Pro line. That's my hunch. I don't know this, but it would make sense that they wouldn't bring an integrated GPU into the Pro line. Maybe they do, but I think that they're exploring more of those kind of Pro options and how that fits in the puzzle, because it is a different beast when you're talking about a consumer. Like, we expected whatever computers they were going to put in here would be a consumer machine, and it was, and they blew it out of the water with what they do. So TBD, I can't wait to see what they do with the new Mac Pro, maybe an iMac Pro, and what type of processing power they throw into that bad boy and graphics power. So I think there's a whole lot to be excited about from this.
Big Sur, should I update on Thursday?
What do you have? Okay,
would you do it?
It comes down to your apps,
16-inch,
actually.
Core i9.
Well, if you have a current 16-inch and you don't have any legacy apps and you're already running Catalina, you're going to be okay. But I'm talking about people that have like old audio. I have some old audio conversion apps that I just love and I use, and people are like, I want to use something different. It's just kind of how my workflow is. And I have certain things that record.
DJs got to stay away from
exactly that type of stuff. So, but I think
cool, bro.
You'll be good. Okay.
Thanks, man. Good. Thanks for taking my call.
Of course.
And thanks for all the content been following for years, and TCL rocks, bro.
Man, I appreciate it. All right, thanks, man. Take it easy.
All right, peace.
Okay. I think, you know what? I'm going to take this guy's name because it's probably not the Owen Wilson, but his name is Owen Wilson. And I heard that they might be making Wedding Crashers too. So I'm going to take your call at the 205. That's our last call. Owen, are you there?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, baby?
It's actually Byron Wilson.
Well, you know what? Then I'm going to end the call. I'm going to end the call right now. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing with you. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out. I'm here. I got you. Thanks so much for hanging out. You are our last call for the day, Byron. So I'm not putting a lot of pressure on you, but I'm just saying you're the last call. So what do you got?
Oh. Well, for a very long time, I've been really interested in the Mac Mini. I've had two so far. Mm-hmm. And actually, I was on Twitter not too long ago, maybe the last Apple event, and I had made a tweet to John Gruber that we probably would see, the Apple chips in the Mac Mini, right? Mm-hmm. And he says that's not even possible, right? And so the funny thing is, when they announced the new Macs, they announced that the developer build would be in the Mac Mini. I was like, okay, I wasn't totally wrong. And he was like, he didn't say anything. And then he was like, but there's no way that the first Mac that they announced will be a Mac Mini. And so today when they announced it as the second Mac, I'm like, I was right.
You're like,
exactly
bruh.
Right about.
Bruh.
But see, here's the thing. But here's the thing. What's going on is that if you're going to reach out to developers, then you absolutely have to do a Mac Mini.
Yeah.
Because it's the lowest price system for any developer to get into.
Absolutely.
And so if you're really trying to court developers, you absolutely have to do a Mac Mini. So I was excited to see that first and foremost. I think everybody was waiting for a MacBook Air. And the 13-inch MacBook Pro, since, people say that the MacBook Air is the most popular, and they were saying that today, but the MacBook Pro, if you ask around, I do graphic design. If you ask around, that's everybody's workhorse, is the MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
And, most developers, most designers, photographers, they usually have about 2 Macs. They usually have one at home that's a little bit beefier, and then they have one that they're on the go with, and they want that one to be light, and they want it to be fast, and it usually is the MacBook Pro. So it was just exciting all around. We didn't get to see Apple TV. I was hoping we saw one, but other than that, everything was great, man.
Look, this is, thanks for the great call. This is how I also see everything. Apple is still sitting on a lot of goodies for 2021. We got AirTags. We got new AirPods Pro, AirPods Studio. We got a new Apple TV like you're talking about, plus then the refresh of everything else. And then I'm not saying we're going to see Apple Glass next year. I don't think we do, but it could be in play by the end of the year, at least to see some sort of announcement. So, and then also next generation versions of all the new M1 Pro stuff. It's going to be a 2-year transition, so my hunch is that we'll probably see Intel processors on the Pro machines at least for another year. Maybe 2022 is when we finally see the big Pro move, and they kind of get all their vendors and the compatibility with which specific video cards they want, graphics cards they want to go with. I could see that being a 2022 type thing, and that's fine because my machine is already amazing. And it actually, I don't have to spend as much. I don't want to buy another 16-inch MacBook Pro. I know people are saying you don't have to buy every year. Well, as a creator, you kind of stay on top of that because you want to push your the content, make things more efficient, make things faster, make things better, right?
Exactly.
So, anyways, I'm excited. I think 2021 is going to be a great year as well.
Yes, exactly, man. You're a great dude. I keep following you for years and years, so just continue to do what you're doing, man.
Much love, man. Thank you so much. And, always call in whenever you want. And hopefully the call software calls you Byron instead of Owen. But it got you through.
All right, man.
All right. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
All right. You too.
All right.
All right, everybody. Look, that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. This is going to do it for BTZ's live stream. Now, if you didn't watch the keynote and you came in late for some weird reason, check out the description of this video that you're watching or my live stream. You still have a chance to play Big Bingo. I'm going to close it off at the end of the day. All you got to do is DM me. Don't send a generic Twitter public message. DM me a screenshot of your Big Bingo card. If you win, you get 5 in a row. If you happen to, some of these fields, you're not always going to get it. Do that, and then we'll put you in the drawing for a chance to win a 55-inch TCL 6 Series TV. To me, one of the top 2 best TVs of the year. And then it's always kind of been that way, quite honestly. It would be the TV that I recommend to every single person when they first look at a TV. It's like that. So thanks again to TCL for sponsoring this keynote and live stream. Thank you to all of you for watching. I'm going to be jamming. I have a call to learn some more things after this. I don't know what that means, but it could be exciting. I don't know. All right, everybody. Take care. Be safe. We'll talk to you soon, okay? Peace.